Welcome back, Dungeoneers. It's Sunday afternoon, and that can only mean one thing. It's time to play Dungeons & Dragons. You're here watching Dice and Dungeons, and I'm here at the table with...
Well, I'm nice, it's a backseat bard, I play David Wong!
I'm sorry, I'm mother to a brand new Bula, apparently.
And what do you play?
I'm Nicole Bates, and I play Soria,
Oh, wow.
who is a druid and a changeling. I'm very focused on the Bula right now.
What level are you?
I don't know.
I almost said Ralph. I played the fighter furball.
Very good.
Did I get the
Confusing.
confusion in? Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the first time you've participated in it. I like
Yeah,
that.
well,
Not on purpose, right?
it's because I'm lucky now
Finally rolled well.
with someone else's stuff.
Yeah, if you want to see them level up, folks, you can watch our level up video when we post it on YouTube. I don't know when I'll get around to it, but at some point I'll post it up there. A couple of announcements. First up is thank you to Geekified, who is our continuing sponsor. Geekified, of course, if you've been listening to us, you know it is a tabletop gaming store out of Vinton, Iowa that takes in-person and online orders. Switch up the order there. For all of your tabletop role-playing game needs, or even all of your table gaming roll-top needs. They have those too.
Rolling tops.
Rolling top table game needs. They do that. So if you're looking to pick up some of the latest Magic sets, some of the latest expansions for Dungeons & Dragons, or even just some brand new board games.
Or uncursed dice.
Or uncursed dice, which is a problem that many players run into. I know a lot of players over the years that they get a set of dice, and after not too very long, it's cursed.
Yeah, I hear that Geekified dice actually have like a 7% chance of a nat 20.
Yeah, they're blessed. Hashtag blessed.
I don't think that we need to imply that Geekified dice are improperly weighted. That's not
No,
really-
they're just lucky.
They're lucky.
Yeah,
They're lucky. There's a huge
They
difference.
Their dice are fine.
they're lucky.
So if you want to head over and support our friends at Geekified, you can do so on their website, geekifiediowa.com. They are a local gaming store, and they are supporting a local game, which we appreciate a whole lot.
Thank you, Geekified.
Thank you so much, Geekified, for everything you do for us. Appreciate it. And thank you to anyone who supports them. We appreciate that too. We have the other announcement. Take it away, Soria.
What am I announcing?
Patreon,
Oh,
like
Patreon.
we do every week, to remind people that they can give us money.
Do that.
I like that.
Okay.
Give us money. Just kidding.
Head over to
Head over to patreon.com/diceanddungeons, where you can support our show and all our other shows that we do. It's the best way to support us, and we are able to do all sorts of fun things on Patreon. We do polls for the painting show. We do Discord. We have a Discord channel. We have at certain tiers some interaction you can do with the show itself. This show, yeah, check it out. It's really fun and cool. Patreon.com/diceanddungeons.
That's it, yeah. If you do want to support the show, that is the best way to support us. We are trying to stay independent from different platforms, be sort of platform agnostic. After hearing many horror stories from a whole lot of people over the years with streaming and content production and one platform just kind of screwing them over. So we're doing our best to avoid that dilemma. So if you want to support us, patreon.com/diceanddungeons. We'd appreciate that too. I think that's the end of the announcements.
Good.
Right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Good.
Excellent.
We did
If
it.
we do have anything that we're putting in later, like a giveaway or a surprise sponsor, well then this is where they're going to be inserted right here. And we're back. That was a great sponsor, maybe.
And or giveaway.
I can't believe that took 15 minutes.
Yeah.
I like the solo in the middle one.
Oh, it was wonderful. Well, with that, Dungeoneers, let's roll. Last week on Dice and Dungeons, the party faced Brukelion. After pursuing him for, 15 episodes, I think?
Huh.
Yeah, you guys were chasing after him a long time. That was really delayed.
I was scared about Brukelion.
Sorry, she had my old internet.
And as Ulseth might say of your fight, you disheaded him. The group saw the truly depraved nature of Brukelion's dark and twisted magic that he used to empower his troops. They saw that even their fallen bodies were reanimated to continue serving him. And in the end, the fight was won. The changelings freed. A soldier of Brukelion's was even converted to a wary ally. And now, emerging from the ziggurat with a egg that's cracking, we rejoin our heroes.
Great, I see you're preparing breakfast. I'm very hungry. I just did big battle.
Captain, you may kill him anytime.
Hold on, let me make some onions.
I'm done killing for today. She's wiping some really nasty-looking blood off of his sword.
Does it look like this egg is gonna crack open any second, or is this gonna be like a slow process? Does it look like?
Well, I mean, there's a little beak-like thing poking through, so it's like pecking its way out.
Hello? I want to be I have to get it imprinted on me.
Okay.
Boulette's imprint on things.
I don't know.
It'd be very
We'll find
upsetting.
out.
I know virtually nothing about boulettes.
Oh, good.
It'll be very upsetting if Nines is the first thing it imprints on.
Yeah, I walk away from nines.
I cast Mage Hand to pull it back.
Swap mage hand away.
No, new ability. It's useless.
Is his mage hand look like a little cat paw?
Oh no, it's his mage hand.
Yes, it's a cat paw, but it has a thumb.
A human thumb.
So bean, thumb.
Nines, that's weird. Get it out of here.
I pull it back and do a thumbs up.
I don't like it.
Do a thumbs down.
Soria,
What?
what is happening with your egg?
It's hatching. I can save this toilet seat for something else now.
What will it hatch into?
A boulette.
What's a bullet?
Well, I was hoping the audience might not have known that.
Yeah,
It was like 42 episodes ago.
It was more than that because this was before we started live.
That was like 50 episodes ago.
Yeah, probably.
Boulette eggs take a
I
long
think you
time
got
to
the
hatch.
bullet egg in like in like the 8th ninth. It was episode 9 of our pre-recording sessions when you got that bullet egg.
Yes, best episode.
Yep.
No one saw it.
Yeah, no
I
one's seen that episode. No one will.
I want to help the boulette be
So you kind of
help,
bite the shell.
help pull away loose bits of shell.
So a little recap for everyone on the story here, because it has been, this is episode 47. So it has been quite a while since we last really talked about the boulette egg. You rescued this boulette. Egg. Soon to be a boulette. From a whole cluster of boulette eggs that you'd found underground.
Well, they were. I thought this was the only unhatched one.
It was the only unhatched one, and it looked like it had been kind of abandoned.
Yeah.
And that it might be sort of the runt of the boulette litter.
Also, its parents were just killed.
And you had just killed its parents.
Yep.
Or maybe siblings, you weren't sure.
So it's like Batman, except
you killed some members
guy who killed
of
his parents just took Bruce with him.
Under his wing.
Bang, bang.
now
Oh no, your parents are dead, kid. Guess you're my problem
now.
now.
I feel really weird about this boulette egg. All right, let's teach you crimes.
You start with little boy crimes, then move on to big boy crimes.
You mean big boulette crimes?
No.
Big boilet crime.
Boilette crimes.
Sounds
So
like the
you are
worst
Azoria.
boy
How is the
band.
egg doing?
Pretty good.
So you have been carrying this egg around the entirety of this show to this point,
With a heater.
and longer than that.
Yeah.
And you have been keeping it warm with the
Frying pan.
flameless frying pan.
Fireless frying.
Fireless frying pan, excuse me. You've been keeping it warm with the fireless frying pan
And
on
then-
your back.
I upgraded it to a toilet seat.
Because I gave you a heated toilet seat.
Yeah.
You gave two of us a heated toilet seat.
Yes. So that egg is now hatching, and the little boulette is poking its little boulette beak out. And it takes about 20 minutes with you helping to crack through the egg.
With you
Then-
just constantly swatting away my mage hand.
But eventually, the
I take out a
boulette...
Lashalar
Hey.
and attack the mage hand.
pokes through the egg shell, and you have this
Yeah, 10.
adorable little
Plus-
big
plus six,
baby-eyed
16.
boulette.
What's your
Staring at
mage
you.
hand AC?
Hello, child. That's horrifying. I love you.
You are Azoria.
Uh-huh.
What is that going to eat?
Nines, probably.
Oh, it's not going to eat me. It doesn't even have a name.
This little baby boulette.
You've been carrying around a live boulette egg this whole time?
I'm surprised you didn't ask
You
about
didn't
it.
notice?
In my line of work, one doesn't really ask about clients' entourages or equipment.
Possessions,
That.
things, stuff.
It's impolite.
You
So-
steal from people.
No. I legitimately acquire items from other individuals reluctant to
Part with them.
So you are Azoria.
Yeah.
What are you going to name your baby boulette?
Well, I wanna check its sex.
You have no idea how to sex it. As you attempt this feat, you realize that you don't know what you're doing.
I don't even get a nature check.
This is, go ahead, make a nature check.
Guidance. Inspire me.
Wait, hold on.
Inspire me, Squire.
I can ring gong, but I have no inspiration left to give.
I'll take it.
Time for boulette.
17.
This is a creature so unfamiliar to you, you just have no idea how to sex this.
What would my educated guess be?
There has to be a better way of saying that.
That is how,
Alright.
like, zoologists and veterinarians describe that. It's called sexing.
I rolled randomly. It's a girl.
And to be 100% clear to the audience and all the players, sexing other animals is often incredibly hard, and we quite often screw it up. There's numerous.
We don't. I don't do it.
You do realize how I'm going to
When you
clip
say,
that, right?
What do you mean when you say we?
We as like humans, like as this is as like
There's a lot of cases where people have like a pet parrot that they think is a boy, and then it has a surgery, and they're like, "Oh, it laid an egg." Like,
yeah. With birds especially, it happens a lot.
Yeah.
Even with like tortoises, turtles, all those things.
reptiles and birds.
Reptiles.
And bullets.
And boulettes are definitely a reptilian species. So this is, it's a really hard creature to determine its sex. And you don't know.
All right. Well,
So just give the boulette a name.
tens.
Tens. Okay.
The
I
best
guess-
number.
I can't speak with animal at it. This thing that just got born.
Okay.
Tons! This is great conversations.
That was
Do
a
you
very
even
good
have-
use of your
Do you even
spell.
have a spell slot remaining?
Yeah, I do.
Oh, okay,
I didn't
so-
use too many spells during
Okay,
that
just
combat.
making sure.
I have.
You are communicating at this boulette. The boulette does not have enough faculty to respond yet. It's still an infant.
So first off, I am nines. You are worse number tens. You should remember that. Internalize it forever.
Don't traumatize tens.
Yes, I am your daddy. That's great. That is what he is saying.
I pull out a fish.
Aren't you supposed to chew it yourself and then vomit it into its mouth?
Oh, you're right. There's a lot of bones.
You can turn into something that does that.
No, I used all my wild shapes in that fight.
We can take a short rest.
I'm good.
Like that, this is all taking place on top of
The ziggurat. Yeah.
the highest point in the city.
There's some changelings and
Your-
Reginald.
Your companion that you recruited from Brukelion, Reginald, is just sort of standing there like,
Oh.
these people are crazy. You just had a boulette egg on your back that no one really like knows. Most people don't know what a boulette egg even looks like. So Reginald just didn't really pay it much mind, and then a boulette comes out, and more people know what a boulette looks like.
Even a baby boulette?
I mean, they look just like little boulettes.
No, so it's not like a cute thing where it's like has like yellow fur everywhere. This reptile.
No, it doesn't have yellow fur everywhere. It's plated. It's got a lot of sort of chitinous armor on it.
Yeah, not like a little chicken, huh?
But it is softer than like the hardened adult
Yeah, it's
armor. And it does look cute. Its eyes are like really big, and it makes, well, I mean, you know, the cooing sounds I've been.
I'm gonna need Nicole to draw me what a baby boulette looks like.
Oh, Seth, I need you to use some rope to make me like a little pouch thing.
Oh, you need like a front baby pouch thing?
Yeah.
Okay. I do that. I take some of my... I'm going to use the good rope. I'm going to use some of the ancient changeling rope that I got. I had 200 feet of that. So I'm going to take like 15 feet of it and make a front-hanging baby pouch halter.
Something wrong?
Oh, I was looking for my connection
Oh.
for the DNA images.
Yeah.
So it's a baby pouch holder, but since I'm really very good with knots, I make it so that it actually expands. So it'll
Like
start
as like
out,
slips.
yeah. So it'll be like little cuddly for the little baby boulette, but it can grow with it, so we don't have to keep making a new one like however fast these things grow.
Probably
no
quite
idea.
quickly.
Maybe.
Depends.
It keeps eating fish. Alright, so I have like a little baby
Yeah,
carrot. Alright,
100%.
great.
Did you take it completely out of the shell, or is it just like sticking out of the shell like a token?
Did you want the shell?
Why would I want shell?
I don't know. I'll put the shell in my bag. In case it's like a valuable reagent for wizards or something. I don't know. Wizards are weird.
Well, that's
a lady carrying a bullet.
Yeah.
so
is
you
this
now have
bullet
your
now?
bullet
Is
named
this,
Tens.
is this bullet now part of Zoria? So when Zoria changes shape, the bullet changes shape along with it.
That's
is-
not how wild shape works.
It's not how wild shape works.
So you could just turn into a bear and you just have a bullet strapped to your chest.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'm gonna need a picture of that too.
I'm not sure what's.
And I can turn
a
into
weird
a bear now that I've leveled up.
When can you turn into a bullet?
They're technically a monstrosity.
So you can't turn into a monstrosity.
I can only turn into beasts. My child is technically a monstrosity.
According to the D&D rules. And
Technically, speak with animals should not have worked.
It didn't
It
work
didn't
anyway.
work anyway.
like I said, you're talking at it.
Yeah.
Although, I probably played that more than I should have. This, I'm not going to show it to camera because I don't know whose image this is. But I will show it to the players. That's a pretty good idea. I'm trying to make sure I keep it so the camera doesn't catch it.
That's pretty good.
That's kind of a cute little baby bulette.
I like it.
Yeah.
All right, well, I'm just going to be casually feeding Tens fish. We can go about our business.
Where shall we go next?
And you're on top of a ziggurat. You have a whole bunch of
We
changelings
shall go
around.
down.
You have recovered an Orat Mall. You have your own. There's a whole bunch of changelings waiting out by the front gate.
All right, I think
Just to remind you
we
of like,
should
the setting,
let's
because it
deal.
has been like 16 episodes.
Let's deal with the changelings and Reginald here. Well, we can send them back out to the other changelings, I think. But let's chat with them quick about what's going to happen.
No, maybe we should tell them what their options are and give them choices. And they can hold a vote.
How many?
Break down into a divided society right among themselves.
How many changelings are
What are the
there?
odds of that happening twice?
There's about like 8
All right.
8 changelings here.
No.
Are the 8 of you okay?
I mean,
On
no.
a scale from 1 to 10, how traumatized?
Like a 7, I guess.
Oh, there's
Well,
room.
that's a good number.
There's wiggle room then. Okay.
I imagine there's more horrible things that I could see in the world, but
Oh man, Dole told us about some real horrible things.
I'm pretty good.
Well, luckily, are you all Clan Buria as well? Mm-hmm. The rest of your clan is just outside the city. Are
They okay?
Yeah.
Wow.
At least a 7
What?
All right.
out of 10.
At least a 7 out of 10.
Yeah, maybe even a 5.
Yeah, on an okay scale.
All right.
If you want, can you make your way back?
I literally have no idea where I am.
Alright, I point to the gate we came in, because we're up on the ziggurat, and we can see like the whole city, right?
Yeah, you can see the whole city from here.
So if you go that westward over there, you see that gate way up there?
Uh-huh.
If you just go through that gate, that's where the clan is, and there's a bunch of pirates, but they're friendly pirates.
Are you sure?
Yeah, their captain's right here.
Yes, they are very friendly pirates.
You should
Yeah.
probably give them notes saying that they're okay, Captain. They're pretty good.
Yeah, like a hall pass or something.
Oh, don't have anything to write with. Ah, yeah, I know. Well, reaches into his hat, and from somewhere, you don't know where, he pulls out like an exceedingly long piece of string,
Does he have a hat of holding?
pulling and pulling and pulling and pulling.
It's like a clown hat.
Then at the end of it, there's like a little charm. Yeah, yeah.
What's that?
They'll recognize it and know that you're just fine.
Yeah, but what is it?
The thingy.
Thingy?
Ooh, the
Look,
captain
Captain.
had a thingy.
Well,
Well,
weapon.
Captain, I really think you should tell me what this is as I cast suggestion at him.
You're burning these spells.
All right, what's
He has a 14 wisdom save.
14, right? I told you, it's a thingy. There's not much to it. It's some bubbly thing in here.
It's a thingy on a string.
And yes, there's a long string. There's a thing.
You have no idea if that
You're
works.
batting at it.
Use your mage hand.
And it will tell them that they're fine.
Can I grab over my mage hand with his creepy human thumb?
I mean, sure.
Why are you rolling?
I'm not.
I
You have it. I mean,
I think that you're like. She's like,
said I wanted to do something, so I rolled.
can I do that? Sure. All
I
right.
got a
Roll a
19.
number.
you still.
In game, you were like, I wonder if I can grab that. Nines thought to himself, rolled a die, and went, yes, I can. And then
That was a confidence die.
Yes.
A confidence
If I
roll.
rolled a 1, I guess I can grab it.
Well, the 8 of you should go out, meet up with your clan, get rested, do whatever you need to recover. Let them know that we'll be out in a while. We have to check up on a few things. And then I will speak with them when we are leaving the city.
And you all know what a while is, correct?
I mean,
It's a period of time.
yeah, it's just like a defined period of time.
Reginald.
That's when we will be back.
Okay.
Reginald,
Yeah.
you want to go with them?
Or do you want to hang out with us under Boulette?
I mean, they're probably gonna kill me if I go out because they won't know.
Captain, do you have another bobbly thing?
Hang on. Reaches down inside of his boot and then starts pulling out like this long bit of chain. It's kind of fine chain. Heftier than jewelry chain, but not as heavy as like any sort of real work chain. Just pulling it, pulling.
Is that comfortable?
Pull. No. Pull. And then he kind of shakes his foot. Alright. Here you are. And there's like
Thanks.
8 feet
I
of
put
chain.
it in my pocket.
He handed it to Reginald. There's like 8 feet of chain, and then
A thingy.
a small anchor.
Like a little charm anchor.
No? Like a small anchor. An anchor.
So it's like a boat for like
4 or 5 pound anchor.
so it's like a mouse anchor. Like if there was like a mouse boat.
It's more like something that would be about the size of an opossum boat.
And that
It's
was
a 5 pound anchor.
that was in your boot.
Yes. Where else would you keep something like that?
Reginald, now you can come with us if you want, or you can wait and rest outside.
Reginald looks at the captain and asks, is there any alcohol out there, or like a good like smoke or something like that? Oh yes, there's plenty of, well, rum mostly, lots of rum, and wine, but don't have the Chateau d'Et and all. That's don't have that. And then sends it on. Sends him on his way. What did you? Oh, no.
That's a cat paw at the
Oh,
home.
hey. So Reginald gets sent on his way.
All right. Now that we have them taken care of for now, and once we get done with the city, we can do a more in-depth sort of questioning of them.
Do the three of you want me to go with you?
Yeah, we probably need someone to pick locks who's capable of doing that.
Yes, and you are our best friend.
Well, I appreciate that gesture.
Do you have any more weird long things hidden in your clothes?
Yes.
How many?
Several, I think.
Several is much like a while. It is an indeterminate amount.
So,
Where are we going?
I have a lot of things. We had that library that we couldn't get into.
Boring.
Okay. We have that boat that we
Boring.
couldn't get. Okay.
Actually, I'm really interested in that one.
We're in a whole city. There's probably all sorts of shops and
So
stuff.
let's go to the highest point and look around the city.
We're currently on
Okay.
it.
Nice. I'm bored now. Where are we going?
Well, we can look for. You found some.
This is what happens when there's like a whole lot of adrenaline, and then that adrenaline generating activity ceases, and you're just in a weird daze for a while.
Oh no, this
So-
will be a retail shopping episode.
So
No.
there's other than the library and the boat. We could. You found a nice hat in a hat shop.
This is nice hats.
We could, now that we're not under a time constraint, look around the city for other shops.
We can get shoes for Olsef.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
you
told you
want
this
some
would be a
shoes?
retail shopping
All
episode.
right, let's look for shoes for Ulsa.
Yes, shoes for Olsef. Do we have to walk down here?
Yeah,
I roll off the edge.
it's very high.
Yeah, I really hope I have a spell slot. I do. I cast Featherfall before I hit the ground. And I wait for the rest of them.
I walked down the steps in the same direction that Nines fell.
Nines, do we have to walk down from here? Well, yeah. Oh man, just lay down.
Roll.
Oh. And it's a ziggurat, so there is like tiers on it. So you like fall like 30 feet, fall another like 30 feet. That's what you do.
And then I hit the ground and I just roll over, so I'm just like looking up. And I wait for everyone to join.
10 minutes later. Hey.
Ah!
Jesus.
Hi Nines, were you having a good nap?
Yes, that was a very short 10 minutes.
All right. Let's go look for a shoe shop for Ulsa.
Sure.
Can we go to the S district?
To the what district?
S
Yes.
for shoes.
Yeah, shoes.
Oh no, it's all snakes.
You don't. You're not really sure where to start looking for.
I look for one of those mall directories.
Does
Yeah, you find one, but all it says is just a plaque like that with an X on it that says "You are here."
You are here and everything changes.
Or worse yet, it's a plaque like this and it's got a mirror on it, and a magical letters form saying "You are here."
Thanks, mirror.
all right.
Anyway, do I find the mall kiosk map?
Do we? Yeah. Should we just look around? I
This mall
guess
sucks. It's huge. You can't find anything.
it's mostly houses.
There's the houses, and there's like no food court. There's not even a Sbarro here.
Well, we went to a place that had a hat, and presumably it looked like it sold other hats. Let's start there.
All right. Yeah.
Yeah, in the H district.
So you head back.
No, it
For
was an
hollow
S for
places.
chapeau.
Chapeau starts with C.
No.
So you head back towards the entrance because it was on the main drag just as you entered the city.
Yeah, it was one of the very first
So
things
we're
that.
doing-
So we're just like walking with.
So he said bye.
and then started walking in the same direction as them.
And we don't say a word to them
And-
the entire time.
Just staring ahead,
Like-
feeding my bullet.
And they look behind. They're going, Okay, they're behind us.
Is that the cat that just fell off the
And-
ziggurat?
They're like
The
10
cap-
minutes ahead of us.
Yeah, the captain is just like, hi. It's really awkward. So you're following behind the group that you just sent, and they're only a few minutes ahead of you, because it took them 10 minutes to
Right,
get down
right,
the
yeah.
ziggurat too.
Losers.
And
Well, on our way there, I'm keeping my eye out for what do we want to look for? Shoes, magic stuff,
Musical instruments.
musical instrument. You want music instruments? So
There has to be at least one magical instrument.
I'm actively looking as we walk for anything that says shoes, music, or magic.
okay,
The three
Like-
S's.
Yeah.
there's
Shop.
the just not. So this is a little. I feel like I'm being fussy. You can't read any of this.
No, I meant like anything that speaks to me as shoes, music, or magic.
I look
Sorry,
in
I
the
used
window.
one of those scrolls.
No.
I remember something from when we first walked into the city, and that was that Nine saw a hat through a window and proceeded to do probably, maybe, if not the first, at least the second stupidest thing he's ever done.
The first was when I teleported us
Into the ocean.
500 feet out of 300 meters.
Right. But, magic dooring yourself into a locked shop into which no one else can get,
There's a
and you can't
thread.
get out, was the second.
There is a thread through all those actions. That is that cloak.
But one thing we knew is that we
I'm
could
never
see
gonna-
things through the windows, so we go window shopping.
As we
Not
walk.
in the sense of
And
we're wanting to buy a window.
And it lets us slow down a little because it'll get that distance.
Because we go,
with the-
oh, you who are Zoria, look at that thing in the window.
Wow, it's detritus.
I think it would be a lot better if we just like
Found the
ran.
trainer store.
we're in the D section.
Debris and detritus.
So
And
you're looking
rubble.
for
We're looking in the windows.
make a.
Looking
Why,
in the
why
window
don't you
check.
roll a percentile die?
All
Any
set?
one of you, the first one to do it, then tell me there was
80.
80. Okay.
I said it first.
You will not believe this. 97.
Whoa.
80 being the first one, I heard. You come along. Well, you're not 100% certain
But you are
that
80%
that it's
certain.
a music shop. But there are things that look like they're probably instruments.
Hey, 9.
They're just instruments that you don't recognize. You haven't seen them before.
Hey, 9s, are these instruments?
Can I do a perception check or something?
I go into the store.
One of the instruments that you see, we would call it like a finger piano.
Like a little auto harp thingy?
Not an auto harp. It's one of those. So, describe this for the listeners. There's a box. It's a resonance chamber, and little holes cut in there. And then above them, there's metal tines that you pluck with your fingers. It's often called a finger piano. But there's lots of these types of instruments that have come from all over the world.
Basically, it's like the thing in a music box where the little prongs play the
It's like that.
music.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One of the most famous examples of that is the Mbira out of Africa. I think specifically Western African cultures made the Mbira.
Is the door open?
Yeah, everything in the city is accessible. The doors behave almost like automatic doors. They open up for you as you.
So
That greatly reduces the danger of you locking yourself in.
I go in and I pick up the finger piano you said.
Yeah.
Does it look like it's falling apart?
No, the door was closed, and as you've observed, the things on the inside of buildings that were closed seem to be almost perfectly preserved.
Do you want this 9s or should I give it to 10s?
Well, Tens will just eat it.
Yeah.
I'll just suck on it for a bit.
Oh, okay. Here you go.
Well, is there a magic one in here?
I don't know. Okay, I sit down. magic.
Well, she doesn't. I just make as much noise as I possibly can with these things.
I stick some cotton in my ears.
I have my weird palm hand go over and pull her arm away from her ear.
Isn't Mage Hand a spell that you have to use?
It's a cantrip.
Yes, a cantrip.
I
I can just use it.
God,
It's awful.
once again, I pull out the lash alarm and swing at the.
Does the hand have no AC?
No.
Or does it match my
It has
AC?
no HC or
It has no HP. It has no AC, and it can be easily overcome. It can only apply about like 5 points.
5 points of damage.
I easily overcome your Mage Hand.
It's like 5 pounds of force. I was combining pounds and force into force.
Are there any sticks laying on the
On
ground?
5E, it does go up to 10 pounds.
Oh, is it 10 pounds in 5? Okay. But yeah, it can be fairly easily overcome.
Alright.
You guessed detect magic.
Alright,
But I can
ritualist.
make a new one every 6 seconds.
Is there anything magic in this shop?
Yes,
Where?
in the back.
I go back.
I follow her because her magic
There's
senses are tingling.
There's a lot of the... You find along the way quite a few more of these like finger pianos.
Oh, you should look for the best one.
And there's some fairly high quality ones, but then there's an instrument, something that no one you've ever known has ever played anything like this. You've never seen anything like this before.
Oh god, it's a bagpipe.
And what I want to describe to you, it is not a bagpipe.
It's
So,
bagpipes. There's lots of them.
Picture something like a sousaphone. People who don't know musical instruments, specifically marching instruments, the sousaphone is the big like wrap around your whole body and the giant
It's sort
disc.
of like a tuba, but
It
it goes around a bit
It was
bigger.
designed by John Philip Sousa because he wanted to, play with tubas in his performing band where they played marches. But he was disgruntled by the fact that the tuba always pointed the sound up, and being that he played mostly in open air places, the sound didn't really reverberate because it's a very low wavelength. So he redesigned the tuba to wrap around a person so they could more easily maneuver it and change positions, and the sound pointed out towards the audience. That's why it's a sousaphone, because he designed it. So picture a sousaphone-like object. It kind of wraps around, but there's more coils, there's more winding, more piping,
Oh, the music
Yeah.
goes round and round.
and there's no mouthpiece. There's a lot of valves. There's about 16 valves. And there's this myriad of different buttons and combinations that you can press all these different valves down. It's this almost, what are those devices that are super complicated to accomplish a very simple task?
Oh, like
Rube
a Rube Goldberg
Yeah,
sort of
it's
thing.
like almost a Rube Goldberg-esque contraption of button pressing valves.
And it's magic.
And it's magic. But this sort of wraps around, and it has 6 little horn-like things that go above, and there is a large bag on the back that has some chains hanging off of it.
And what kind of magic is it?
This is illusion magic.
Illusion.
Yes.
Nines, this BDSM thing is magic.
Was that some sort of band?
Yeah. They're really cool.
Where do I learn this BDSM?
I imagine most cities.
While they're arguing,
Yeah, well, we're in big cities.
I go up to it and start pushing buttons and valves.
They depress fairly easily.
Is this
Nothing happens though.
Nines? Is this an instrument?
Also, does this annoy you?
Not when it is just sitting there, no.
Well, then it might be an instrument.
All right, I'll help you get it on.
I bet it would annoy me if it played.
Yes, we will put it on 9.
So, unlike a sousaphone, which just goes across one shoulder and then causes a lot of lopsidedness and a sore shoulder.
Really?
Yeah. For most of the people watching this show who won't know, he played the tuba and sousaphone in marching band. And I thought of this specifically for you.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
So this one actually has like the weight evenly distributed across both shoulders. So it's much
Take
more
that,
comfortable to
Sousa.
wear.
I'm very impressed by how well balanced.
Yeah, take that, Tom.
it is-
Phone that's his name, right?
It is much heavier, given that it doesn't have a big a fiberglass piece for a lot of it. It's all what appears to be brass. And as you're sliding this on, you notice that there's like two chains hanging off that bag in the back that kind of look like they're supposed to go around your feet. They have like these almost shoe-esque things.
I start.
Well, if it's a shoe, I obviously put it on.
I start helping him put him on.
Okay. As you lift up your feet, this bag on the back inflates and then deflates. And as it deflates, it goes,
You're giving Olsef a thousand yard stare right now of what I'm going to do with this.
and it creates this very rich, very saturated sound, very low, and you discern, having a lot of experience with instruments, that the bellows on the back are operated by moving your feet up and down, one to open, then the other to close, depress, and that forces air through the instrument.
The best part is this is the first stop we did while exploring the city.
Do you want me to put that in my bag of holding?
Oh, we're adults. This is great.
Is it a ninesophone?
Yes, I invented it.
You go to a strange land, a strange place that you are clearly not the first person to be here. You find something that you've never seen before, that clearly someone else had created and made and thought of, and you then turn around to your compatriots and go, I invented this.
I made this.
I made this.
I did that.
No one else does that sort of thing. For example, we don't know anyone who would go up to a door that was not locked, play with it for 5 minutes and say, I unlocked the door.
Who does that?
Nobody. No, nobody would do that.
So there you are.
I play with the valves too as I just march around the music shop.
I have a question.
You're making tones. They're pleasant, but it's not yet musical.
Is this low resonant noise annoying tens, which is bullets have tremor sense, I'm pretty sure?
They do.
How is tens responding to this low noise?
Seems to like it.
Oh, okay.
Ten seems to kind of like.
See, it likes Uncle Nines because I am best uncle.
Can you stick your mage hand's thumb in Ten's mouth? I want to see what happens.
I do that. So this cat paw comes out and this thumb comes in.
I want to see if it bites fingers.
Here comes the airplane.
Just chewing, not biting.
Not really biting.
Oh,
just sort
good.
of like,
Doesn't have any teeth, does it?
It has like a plated, like, chopper. Right?
yeah.
No. I'm just curious if it's like a safety risk
At least
for
you use.
fingers.
At least you use my mage hand and not my hand.
Yeah.
Tens is chewing,
But not severing.
not severing.
All right, good to know. All right, since Tens likes it, you can keep playing your ninesophone.
This is great. Who needs to subscribe to finger pianos?
What?
That's an option I can get. I can get one every month if I want.
You really burn through those finger pianos. All right. Was there anything else magic in here?
No, you found the one magical object. You don't know what kind of
What it does.
what it does. You know that it's illusion magic, but you don't know.
So it's not generating the air magically.
No, it's not.
I take out my
It's gotta
tiny
be
bell
a-
and play a duet with Nine.
Womp, bo, womp, bo, womp. Womp, bo, womp, bo, womp.
Oh, let's do it. It's only good if we do it like 4 times.
I think
Bo, womp, bo, womp.
Ding, 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 ding.
I think you nailed it.
Is there? I do grab one of the finger pianos on the way out.
Finger piano.
Is there a specific color it is?
No, I mean, there's a whole selection of them.
Are there any large
mean-
ones?
Yeah, there's some larger ones.
I take the biggest one.
Okay, sure. You have kind of a bassy finger piano.
Nines, you wear blue. Why don't you go for a blue one?
I'll pick up a blue one.
Is there any other magic items in this store? Or not magic item, musical pieces in this store? Or are they just, is this mostly like a finger piano store from the looks of it?
It seems like that's sort of the main thing that they made here. You don't get the sense from the environment that this was necessarily, like going to, like we have today, like an instrument shop.
Gotcha.
We have, and I think just about every community has your local music store where you can go and you get your French horn or your trumpet or your clarinet or your sax,
This was more of a craftsman's.
Yeah, this was more of the craftsman thing, and you get the sense that maybe this instrument was their like pet project, their sort of personalized, crazy idea for an instrument.
Okay. Anything else while we're here, Nines?
Womp, bo, 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 bo.
Play the finger
Boom.
piano. Boing, 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 bing, bing, boing. Boing, boing, bing, bing, boing. Boing, boing, bing, bing, boing. Boing, boing, bing, bing, boing.
Just a light
Going down the
squeeze.
street.
We do this constantly now.
We're gonna bring music to
We'll
it.
tell you when we're not doing it.
Yeah. Unless we
You guys
say
have
that we're not doing it.
something, no?
We're gonna take all this stuff to the nearest town that doesn't have music.
All right.
Sell it to them.
I'm gonna I'll lead us, and we're just gonna wander through, and we're looking for either a shoe shop or a magic shop,
Or anything else that's really
or anything else that catches our eye.
All right. First person to roll percentile die and tell me the result.
What? The?
45, 48,
There's
48.
There's dice everywhere.
There's one.
That's a 20.
Sorry, didn't have it propped.
That's-
I panicked.
okay.
kidding.
So who
48.
said 48? That's the first one I heard. I don't know if it was the first one rolled, but it's the first one I
It was
heard.
the first one in the dice box.
So, 48. As you're,
This is so much more fun than being killed in a dungeon.
I'm glad. You're walking through the city, and you decide that you want to avoid. You've now put some distance between yourself and the other party, but you want to avoid more of that awkward interaction, so you go down one of the side alleys.
While
And
blasting
eventually-
this ninesophone.
It's not blasting, it's just,
It is if I'm playing it as loud as I possibly can.
well, then it is.
And Ulseth, so you're playing the triangle, the bell you have, right?
No, I gave that up. I'm using
So
my
you-
new finger piano now.
You're using your new finger piano that you don't know how to play.
Ding, ding,
Okay,
ding, dong, ding.
there you go.
See?
And And the captain...
I'm getting better at it as I go along.
The captain has taken his sword and is doing some conducting from the rear and just going along with your odd musical brigade.
And
So we
everyone's
blow off steam.
He's acting as the
Drum major?
Martinet.
the drum major of the whole affair here. So,
Does he have a hat that goes with it?
of course
Yes.
he does.
Have you seen the captain's hat?
Like, he puts 8 more feathers in it. And a plume. Because
Feathers and a
Seems like overkill. Feathers and a plume.
it's fabulous.
But,
a little
but he's,
extra.
But he's behind us. So.
I'm a little extra. You
Yeah.
make your way to kind of a side market, like a smaller square.
Yeah, this
Often
is
one of the
definitely
more
the S zone.
Yeah.
residential
Side market
areas of the city, and you find, everything is open. All the homes are open. All the businesses are open. Like, everything you can just kind of walk into right now.
So do you want to just rummage through random houses?
Yes. We're playing an RPG. Of course I'm going to go into someone else's house.
Break some pods.
And you
Look at some picture
eventually
frames.
find a local shoe shop.
Do I still have detect magic up? Or has it been 10 minutes?
Oh, it's been more than 10 minutes now.
Boom,
Magic,
boom,
magic,
boom, boom, boom,
Ding, ding,
boom,
ding,
boom.
ding, ding, ding.
After 10 minutes, you complete your ritual casting.
You force that fast.
Are
Not a
there,
whole lot to do other than you guys keep doing this song.
I could be rummaging through someone's house right now.
well,
You
you
could
could be looking through the shoes already. I'm just looking for magic.
You don't
so.
detect any magic here.
No magic in the shoe shop?
Not in this one.
Are there shoes?
There's lots of shoes, yeah.
Yeah, they're
Any nice shoes?
They look like they have some pretty nice shoes, yeah.
Okay, do they nice shoe boxes?
Not really. They didn't put the emphasis on packaging as much back then. Like 1,000 years ago.
What a terrible time. No wonder the city got
Well, this is a
abandoned.
disappointing shop.
There's no magic shoes.
No, I have sneaky boots. Why would I trade
I-
them out for some shoes? Even if they are pretty nice.
Well,
See if we can find big concentration of magic somewhere else.
I
Maybe it's like a
have
magic shop.
a 30-foot radius.
Well, let's wander through the streets and see if you detect any magic.
Alright, every 10 minutes I'll stop and cast detect magic again.
Okay.
We'll fill the interlude with music.
Boom, boom,
You got
boom,
to
boom,
this
boom,
city for a
boom,
while.
It's called a musical
Bum.
interlude.
And you eventually come across a fairly nice estate. And it looks to me maybe slightly larger than a lot of the other housing. If most of the housing in the area had like 3 bedrooms, this might have had 5.
It's a big house.
It's a little bigger here. And you detect just the faintest bit of magic.
What is it? What is it, Soria?
I smell magic.
Where? Point to it.
What kind of magic is it?
Smell. I smell
Oh no, team spirit.
transmutation magic.
See, I told
I
you.
smell transmutation.
What does it mean to me?
Magic that changes stuff.
In a changeling city?
I will go in sniffing after the magic.
You're like floating in the air like a cartoon character.
Going for a pie.
Pie.
Yeah. I'm following the smell lines.
You
This show took a real tone shift.
We're blowing off steam.
I figured after,
A massive.
2+ months, like, you guys have been in here. You guys have been doing this since November.
Yeah. We
And
haven't
we
gotten.
we have more episodes than we have broadcast weeks right now. So, you guys have been doing this for a while.
Well, I follow Zoria following the magic.
And I bring it up the
You
rear.
get it. You get
Are you
inside this
playing it?
house. and
Yes,
it's
of
nice.
course.
There's like the remnants of what look to probably have been very comfortable furniture. unfortunately, inside this home.
Remnant
You see that it's
furniture.
not sealed in
It's
here.
almost like detritus.
That there's a lot of like open air here, and nothing has held up quite the same. But the bedrooms, they seem to have remained closed. And so you follow the magic smell lines and wind up in the master bedroom. What do you think is the master bedroom, perhaps? And you go to one of the drawers in a dresser. You open it up and you see a bunch of socks.
Magic socks.
And you start throwing the socks out. And you eventually get down to the very bottom, in the back, and there's a pair of socks.
Socks in the sock drawer after you took
I
out all the
sniffed
socks.
out these socks.
And they smell clean.
Oh, good.
What are they
They
like?
are-
Are they like nice plain ribbed black socks?
Are they like Argyle?
Argyle? Or
Are they
They've got
Doctor Who
only-
socks?
Only natural fibers in these socks. And they seem to be very comfortable.
Their transmutation socks.
Perhaps some sort of woolen sock, maybe? They seem warm.
But their transmutation.
They have transmutation magic.
Oh, Seth, I found you magic socks. It's like shoes.
it is like shoes, but not shoey.
Put them on, see what happens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're not cursed.
Yeah, they're definitely not cursed.
I
They're
checked.
not like my dice.
Nope.
Oh, good. I checked to make sure. Oh, they're not. They're only moderately dangerous.
Try them on.
I take off my sneaky boots. Do I have socks on under my boots? I bet I
That's
don't.
a you. That's a you
That's a
choice.
you question. I don't have anything to do with that.
No, I haven't had any socks on this entire time. This is good. Are they big?
Olsef,
enough?
that
Are
is
they,
disgusting.
Like
I
one
don't know.
size fit all.
Are you like some sort of, I don't know, waspy
Do you-
upper class like this? Will Seth walking around in his shoes?
I feel like, to be fair to him, a hermit living in the woods for 30 years doesn't have regular access to socks.
No.
I feel
Socks-
like a hermit living in the woods for 30 years would really focus on socks.
So are these like one size fit all? Can I put them on?
Oh yeah, they fit perfectly,
Oh. And they're
They're
warm.
magic.
and they're warm.
Maybe that's their transmutation power. They change to fit your feet.
And they're warm.
Maybe.
All right, well, let's go.
Well,
Put my boots back on.
yeah, while he was putting his boots back on, I just went over to the sock drawer and I just like took 2 socks and then just like shoved my hand in them.
Okay.
And then I started playing with tens.
Why don't you also use your mage hand to get a third one?
It doesn't work that way.
All right.
Actually, let's find out. I
Okay.
use my mage hand and I put a sock
Sure.
over it.
Sure. Yeah. It's your mage
It
hand.
can interact with objects.
Okay, so it got the cat part. The thumb is still sticking out.
Yum yum yum. Not nines is having fun playing with tens.
Man, I should
unlikely
have named them
friendship.
7.
So what kind of socks am I wearing?
Wait, no. I'm on the wrong end of that
all
joke.
all I know is
You
that
have
I've got
magic
a
socks.
pair of magic socks.
You have magic.
Tap your heels together. That's usually what does it, I assume.
I tap my heels together.
Where would you have gathered
You
that?
do that.
All right, well, let's go. This is a mystery that we'll never solve.
If only had someone had identified.
This is much more comfortable with these socks.
Is it? Good.
Yes, this is
See?
wonderful.
Now you're in the cool shoe, well, not cool shoes, but like cool footwear
Yeah.
club.
There you go. And you leave.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait, is this a house we
Nines
inherited?
in Soria.
Yeah.
Yes.
Make a perception check.
Okie dokie. Nat 20 for a 27.
I got a dirty 20.
You both notice that Ulseth is like walking on gum. Like there's a trail of gum where Ulseth is stepping. He just keeps
Like fresh gum?
Every single footstep, there he lifts up his foot. There's a piece of gum Every single one.
Just
And it's fresh gum.
stuck to the ground.
Are they different
It's stuck to the
colored?
ground. Oh yeah. There's like varying colors, and they're stuck to the ground.
All
I
set?
pick one that is a color that I have not tasted before.
Okay.
Then I start chewing it.
All set?
Well, wait. First, I make sure there's nothing on it. I'll
It's on the ground, and it's fresh, so there's instantly stuff on it. Just by those two things.
I blow it off.
you blow on it and then throw it in.
Good enough.
Does it look any better?
No.
Well, I shrug and put it in my mouth.
Okay. It's a bit gritty. There's a lot of like sand and dirt in it.
Is it
Oh,
pretty
God, I
good?
hate sand.
It tastes. This one tastes like.
Bananas.
Does not taste like bananas, because I don't like banana flavored things.
Okay, we keep stepping.
You don't like it, so the changelings just never produces it.
My world.
Also,
If
can I
you-
see the bottom of your shoes?
It is. Oh, let's go with. It's blackberry flavored.
Good blackberry flavor.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
It's pretty good.
No, is,
It's pretty good.
is it as good as the pretty good gum that I gave you
Well,
earlier?
that gum didn't have sand in it.
Oh, that is true.
That's a textural element. Well, Seth, did you step in a lot of gum?
I did not step in anything.
Because you're leaving a lot of gum behind.
Oh. Oh.
Look.
I look behind and I see that I've left a trail of multicolored gum footprints.
Yeah, you have.
Huh.
That must be what the socks are.
Well, they are still warm and cozy.
Can you disable the gum?
Tap your heels together.
I tap my heels together
Okay, you do that.
And then
and
take
I
some.
take some more steps.
You're producing gum underneath your feet.
Say gum off.
Yeah, say gum off.
I think that's trademark.
Is it?
Yeah, I think so.
Is that? I know. Goo
Goo
gone.
gone,
That's a thing.
Yeah, so we
Gum.
can't say Gugon.
No.
Definitely can't
I
say
mean-
Gugon. If we do,
We say it.
we gotta bleep that shit out.
We do. Make sure you don't say Gugon. What is it we shouldn't say? Ah, that was right.
Why don't you use your brain to will the gum to stop?
In this place where we get to will things quite frequently,
Should we all put our hands on your arm?
No.
I put my hands on your feet and I think about it not producing gum.
I make my feet think about not producing gum.
Okay.
Take a
Go
few-
ahead and make a wisdom check. Why not?
Why not?
Guide them.
Oh, that gives me a chance to get a 3.
Let's see what happens.
12.
Okay. You think pretty hard about it.
Yeah? And I take a few more steps.
Still leaving gum.
All right. Well, that's
Does
just
this bother you?
No, it's just it's easy to track us. But that's fine for now.
Okay.
All right.
You have magic socks. Not many DMs hand out magic socks.
Well, I feel really very special.
I don't think many DMs hand out the type of magic footwear that we constantly seem to find on our adventure.
You've got Soria's got her fart boots. You have your horrible clown shoes.
Yes, I activate those and play my instrument. So, just flopping about.
It just-
Boom, 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 boom.
So when he's wearing that, does he effectively have all the negatives of like wearing heavy armor? Out of curiosity.
All the negatives. See, the big bag actually adds some buoyancy because it's trapping the air in there. So it's not quite as bad as heavy armor, which just weighs you down. If you're trying to swim, it would make you go slow, but you wouldn't be weighted down like into the water. It'd actually help keep you buoyant.
So
this is
when
a
I
very-
like,
But it
Well,
would
that
also
was the
keep
bag
you
up,
buoyant
or-
facing into the water.
I mean, you can like arch your back, you
Okay.
know? You can do that.
So I'd arch my back, float on it, and
You're
I'd just like bicycle it,
I mean,
and it
you're
would just
gonna-
make that noise while I'm doing that.
You can't. I mean, the moment you blow the air out, then you sink.
So I'd be bouncing up.
No,
and,
you would blow the air out, sink, then suck water in.
What does that sound like?
Not great. It sounds like you drowning.
But does he lose
Why don't
his
we throw you into
dexterity
the ocean and
modifier
find
to
out?
AC like heavy armor?
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Like he is. While he's wearing this, it's not great as far as movement is concerned.
Understand.
No one ever accused, since it's the closest analogous object, no one ever accused a sousaphonist of being nimble.
Never?
They have accused them of being wind sails, but not nimble.
Well, let's head.
Really?
I'm just recalling all sorts of things from band.
Do you really want me just to relive high school? Because I don't want to do that.
No, but I love the image
Is your
of
magic
you
detection still
literally
working?
being a
For
wind
a little
sail,
bit.
Okay,
being
let's
picked up
look
and
for
carried
some more
across
stuff.
the
Well,
field.
Let's head through the city towards the town hall where the library is, because the boats are also underneath
No,
that.
before we go, are any of the socks that you pulled out of the drawer large enough for me to wear, and are they in
Oh,
good shape?
probably.
Are we running back in to grab socks?
Yeah, I run back in to grab a good pair of socks.
Sure. There's all the socks. There's lots of different sizes.
Do you want to
I
wear
take-
non-magic socks for a while?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
I mean, I might want to take these off, but I like having socks on.
It's a new thing for you. Did you just learn about that?
Yeah.
Just can't wait for you to go to a tavern. It's like, guys, I just found out about socks.
Who wants to talk with me about it?
You guys have just watched the season finale of Socks, ready to talk about it. That series ended like 10 years ago.
I think it rolled up.
We're gonna go through this city looking for magic.
I take two pair of socks that look really fine that fit me.
Cool.
We're gonna slowly go through the city looking for any other interesting things like a magic shop. But we're heading towards the city hall, where the library was, and the boats are below that. So
Yeah. Okay. You come across a place that has some arcane symbols out front. You recognize it.
this place has arcane symbols out front. I recognize that.
Oh, and what do they say?
They're not like, it's not like a language. They're more like symbols that do things. They're functional.
What does that one do?
What does that one do?
The one you point at is a rune for evocation.
That's an evocation, right?
What does that mean to me?
Means it explodes.
That's pretty dope. Let's go inside.
All right, you first.
Boom, 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 boom.
The door is locked.
The door.
door is-
Are the runes connected to the door?
Is this a
Is there a
sliding
disc,
puzzle?
is there a disc slot?
There is a disc slot. Yeah.
Is there a window?
Yes, but it has a curtain on the other side.
Shall we try our discs?
Sure, why not?
Yeah.
Why don't we try them with the mage hand in case the evocation rune goes on?
I cast Mage Hand and a
I
cat
like
paw
that you
and
assume these are functional runes.
I don't know. I saw an
I love
evocation rune and a locked door. I'm gonna assume there's a magic
I
trap on
love
it.
it.
yes, the cat paw and the human finger join together and pick up the coin and put it in the slot.
Okay, it does its usual kind of whir and then eject.
Okay. Try the next disc.
The hand grabs it from there and just chucks it and grabs the next one.
Same thing. Whir and
Chuck that one. How many do we have?
I think we have 3, don't we? 3 or 4.
3, yeah.
I believe you have 3.
I put the last one in.
Alright, does its usual thing. Whir, eject.
All right.
Okay,
What
I take
runes?
3 of them, stack them on top of each other, and jam it in.
No, I take them back.
So you saves
After
the
the
discs.
third one, The door opens a crack on, like, you see someone's eye poking out, and they go, "Who are you three, and what are you doing with my door?"
There are 4
We're
of
trying
us.
to open it.
What are
There's
you?
4 of
Wait,
us.
wait.
Looks around. The captain's a little out of view from this eyeball.
Ooh.
4 of you.
Yes.
Wait, this is an abandoned city.
So there's just like one eye kind of poking around, moving, looking in different directions.
What? This is an abandoned city. What are you doing here?
No, it's not an abandoned city. It's almost abandoned city.
What do they look like through that crack?
There's a lot covering.
Okay.
There's a lot of layers going on, a lot of movement. It's kind of dark inside.
We're just here to buy things.
Or buy things.
Yeah, this is a store, right?
You want to buy things?
Yeah,
This is not a very good
What are you looking
merchant.
to buy?
Magic thing.
magic things. We saw your
Things.
We saw your runes. They're very pretty.
Magic things?
Wait, the
We
eye
said magic things, yes.
You want to buy magic things?
Would you like us to say it again? We would like to buy magic things.
We would love to buy magic things.
And who are you? How'd you get here?
We saved the city from an evil dwarf.
And then I invented a musical instrument.
How did that happen?
Did you notice the power came back on?
Thought that might have happened later.
Later? Are you
What was it earlier?
what?
What?
I don't know. Been inside for a while, haven't I? You need to get yourself out of the house more often. I keep telling you that, but you don't ever leave. Don't ever go. What did you want again?
We would like to buy magic things, you who
Or
maintain
leave,
yourself.
maybe?
You want to buy magic things? Oh, very well. Come. And the door opens up.
Captain.
Bum, 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 bum.
Ding, da, ding, 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 ding.
We're going inside then, are we?
You are going inside first.
Yes, check for traps.
You do that.
He goes inside.
I'll come along.
Hurry up! Come in! Do you
I
want
turn
tea?
on my lantern.
Yes.
My lantern of revealing.
You want tea?
Yes.
All right, tea.
Oh, you're lighting up your lantern of revealing.
Yes.
Okay.
Does this character just give Soria a big letter T?
No, there's like a. You get inside and you see this sort of, not quite hunched over, but like a little, maybe a little crook in this character's back, and they're pouring tea gently into a mug. I hand this little.
Are you a changeling?
But of course I am.
From
What else would I be doing here?
what happened to everyone here?
Well, I left ages ago.
But like thousands of years ago?
Yes.
How are you here?
Magic?
What is
What do you
your
think I just did all this magic for fun and silly endeavors?
Yes, do you have anything like that?
Well, yes, but
Are you discounting it?
wait, what's your name?
discount? I haven't made a sale in thousands of years, and you want me to discount?
Oh, if you
Yes.
haven't sold anything for that long, you must be desperate to sell.
You wish.
I do wish, yes.
Yes.
What-
That'd be great.
What is your name?
My name?
Yes.
What is my name? I haven't told anyone my name in a long time.
Is there like a managed by sign somewhere in this building?
No, there isn't.
Yeah?
Edward?
Robert?
Farlene, that was it. Farlene.
Arlene.
I'm never gonna remember that.
Farlene or Farlene?
Farlene. Yes, that's my name. My name is Farlene.
So you've been here for thousands of years?
Caravan. A 50.
How long does it take to count to 2,000?
What's a changeling thing? They're not good at it.
Hey, wow. Wow.
I at least 1,000, maybe 8.
Wait.
Not sure.
Wait, 8,000 or just 8?
1,000.
Oh.
I'm not 8 years old.
Why did everyone leave?
But it went to shit, didn't it?
Did it?
I don't remember much at this point. It's been a while. Yes.
Ah,
I mean, the whole system just slowed down, and then everyone had to leave. And everyone went away to go and find the lost changelings. I tried to tell them that it really wouldn't matter. And you would never find them, you look and look and look.
Oh, I'm one of the lost changelings.
You're a changeling.
I'm not. I look like a changeling. I'm Astoria right now.
You're not walking around as Brukelion?
No.
Oh. Well. Sorry, I don't really look at other people.
Like in general, just.
Like, in general.
Wait. So. Yes, I'm from one of those supposedly lost changeling clans. From Onrissa, yes?
But where else would you be lost from?
Oh, I don't know.
Don't get your story straight, girl.
What? Okay. So
this is a difficult conversation
This
we're
is.
having with you or Faline.
Farlene.
how are you?
I said Faline. There's an
Faline.
R. Fa.
That's better.
Faline.
How have you been alive this whole time?
Magic.
But what kind of magic?
Simple temporal magic. He put a bubble around my shop.
Does Soul know about this place?
Down. Just look outside. You'll see.
I look out the window. Pull the curtain back.
You see bits of dust sort of slowly moving. And then you see the sun and moon just like spinning rapidly through the air.
Are we is everyone we know gonna be dead when we come out of here?
But no, why would that be?
Are we going through time super fast right now?
No. In here, time doesn't happen.
Oh, time's like stopped in here.
Just look outside.
I look in the other window.
Over here, you see the sun and the moon like going in the other direction, and like bits of little dust motes slowly moving, but going like upwards and around. And you see everything kind of moving in reverse in this other window.
Is there a third window I can look through?
Sure.
Well, I don't look in that one.
So, okay, so it'll be this like the exact time we went in when we leave.
I don't know.
Oh.
Least helpful NPC.
Probably. People tend to stay anchored to where they are unless they're willing to leave that behind. It's just sort of how it works.
Look, pulls up. He's at the behind.
Do you have any magic items to sell?
I get it, yes.
You know, no one's brought me things in a while to magic with. I'm a little out of things. I have,
Well, they give you something. Can you
Hang
magic
on.
it?
maybe? Hang on, let me look. It's quiet, you young whippersnapper.
I start playing my instrument. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom.
Ding, 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 ding.
You never
Boom,
turned
boom,
the
boom,
magic
boom,
on that
boom,
thing.
What?
It's a magical instrument.
How does he turn it on?
You really don't know.
He invented it.
That's
He
There are some
invented it.
things even the inventor does not know. It's magical.
Ugh. She goes back. Ah, here. I have this. Pulls out a carrot.
Is that your lunch?
No, it's a. Wait. No, that one is.
Big deal. I can do that.
This is pulls out some sort of wand-looking thing, That
So
looks
a
a little
wand?
bit like a carrot. This is magic.
What does it do?
If I remember correctly, I think this makes big, like, frozen orb things. I think that's what this does.
Is it a wand?
Well, yeah, of course it's a wand. This, ooh, maybe you'd want one of these, and pulls out like this glowing, flashing, flickering ball of energy, and it's like swirling, and electrical sparks are arcing off of it. Would you like one of these?
What does that one do?
This makes people really scared. It's just scary looking. It doesn't do much else. It's just very intimidating.
I use Mage Hand to knock it out of their hand.
Well, yes, but looks intimidating.
Yeah. How much does that cost?
I'll buy both of these for 10 crystal coins.
10. Oh, give him wooden ones.
Are we still using crystal coins?
They've actually
yes,
gotten
we
more
are.
Of
valuable.
course you are, yes.
10 is fine, yes.
For both?
Sure, why not?
All right.
How many of those do you have? A lot of them, don't you? I whispered in
Ooh,
your ear.
a wealthy client.
What do you have for average man? That's on the go.
Yeah, we have wooden nickels too.
Are you an You are a playwright. Yes, I can tell.
Do you play right?
Well, you play right, but
You make all sorts of stories up and stage them on the play for people to watch. That's what you do. I can see it.
well, all the world's a
see it in
stage,
your
so
whiskers.
yeah.
No, I'm sorry. You're an instrumentalist. I got that backwards.
Whatever. What do you have for me?
Being an instrumentalist, you're very good at transposing, but you're shit at doing math.
Yes.
I knew it. That's why I made one of these. Throws a brooch at you.
Do I get any reflex save?
No, you don't.
It just hits me in the face.
You get hit by a brooch. Just, got you. Yes.
My eye was almost there.
And now numbers are less intimidating, aren't they? Yes. Catchy little tune. I like it.
They put the brooch on.
Can you suddenly do calculus?
It does like the math thing with like all these symbols like flying in my background as I look quizzically into the camera.
But as Ulseth looks at you as you put that on, Ulseth, you suddenly you're just like, huh? What were we talking about with numbers?
Yes, numbers.
the number?
Like 9.
What is this brooch doing?
Well, it
7.
makes everyone stupid about numbers. It erases the concept of numbers from people's heads, but only temporarily. The illusion only lasts so long, only about a minute or so. But people forget how numbers work and how things happen, and they always feel like they should know this, and because of their egos, they never admit to it.
So this is unaffects Zoria completely.
What do you mean?
I am wondering if that might not be helpful if we bargain a price for something.
Yeah. That's worth 1 iron coin, I think.
An iron coin? No. Whew. At least 15 crystals.
I take off the
15.
brooch, and then I put it back on.
I think 1 iron coin.
I'm immune to it. I made the magic.
Oh. How about 5 crystal coins?
I'll meet you halfway. 17.
No.
I think you should have to roll for that.
What is that? A wisdom save?
Yeah, we'll call it a wisdom save. I
Nat
guess.
20. 5 crystal
The
coins.
one time Zori is good at numbers.
I see. You're pretty good at the bring the number slowly to a number you like more game.
Haggling?
Yes, I think 20 coins sounds nice.
20 iron coins.
Crystal coins. We're only talking crystal. I don't want
All right.
disgusting iron. I hate how it feels on my skin.
I already gave them to you, though, in the future. You just haven't stepped outside then yet.
That's pretty good logic. You probably did, and if you did, I mean, then the likelihood of me talking to you
How about this?
carry the one.
I'll give you 3 crystal coins in addition to the 20 that I give you some other time, probably already in the future.
Fine.
This is gonna bite us in the ass like 50 sessions from now.
Huh?
You, Azoria,
Yeah?
do you still have that gauntlet thing? That armature with the different tiles on it?
Yeah, did you want to see if they can identify it?
I think maybe we should try to find out
All
what they
right.
are.
Here you go.
Yes, you provide identification services.
It's a metal thing.
Is it magic?
One crystal, please.
1
For
iron.
what?
I identified it for you. It's a metal thing.
No.
Looks like it might fit around your arm. or
Yes, it does. And on top of it are these little vials, 4 of which still have liquid in them. Can you identify what those liquids are?
Not just by looking at them. I need to experience the liquid.
Oh,
me.
but if you experience the liquid, then we would not have the liquid any longer.
Grabs the thing from you. She pulls out one of the vials.
People do a lot of sniffing around here.
Smells like cut grass.
Is that the green one?
Yeah,
And what does that mean?
makes you go fast.
Some sort of speed potion.
It's a potion of the sprinter, which is an item of my own creation. For 1 minute, it doubles your movement speed. She pops that one back on. And then pulls out another one. This is the sort of orangey, yellowy, browny kind of one. Ooh. Oh, that smells awful.
Oh no. Is that Chateau d'Ethanol?
No, that that tastes so much better than that. Ugh. The potion of hill giant strength. It tastes like their feet.
With or without socks?
Good thing you can inject it.
Oh, it tastes like they've been in wet socks inside of a boot for a month.
Oh, I hope that does not happen to my gummy socks.
This this one's just a potion of healing.
What does the hill giant strength do?
Makes you strong.
How much for how long?
While
I think it sets your strength to like 19 for a set period of time.
a potion of hill giant strength sets your strength to 21 for 1 hour. If you have a strength score higher than that, it has no effect on you.
So we need to find a amateur arm wrestling contest in one of the cities we visit, and we'll hustle it.
And what about that black one?
Well, we have the red one. The red one is what?
She said it was a healing potion.
Yes, it's a healing potion.
What
What does it
level?
taste like?
Dips her. Getting hints of rosemary and Oh, yes, that's artificial cherry flavor. That's definitely a superior healing potion.
Do all the superior healing potions taste like cough syrup?
Most. And I have no idea what this last one is.
Do you want to taste it? Do you want to smell it?
How come you never encourage Nines when he wants to taste something?
It smells like raspberries. And graham crackers. And what's a graham cracker? Why do I know what that is? And chocolate. I'm not going to taste that one. I think it might
Kill you?
do something very unpredictable.
You don't know what it is.
No idea what it is. It's not a normal potion.
In what way is it not normal?
Did you not hear me smell a thing that I had no idea what it was, but identified it clearly? Does that not concern you? That concerns the hell out of me.
Oh,
So how much will he get for it if we sell it to you?
No.
I don't even want it.
We're here buying.
Okay?
What else do you have for sale?
A bit of carrot?
It's half June.
Then I can make my own carrot.
I hand it to Tens.
Chewed carrot.
I see if Tens wants it.
You have a boulette.
Yeah?
Why?
Excuse me, can you sex our boulette?
Yeah, can you sex this boulette for us?
We've been searching all day for someone to sex our boulette.
In this abandoned city? Almost
Tried to do it
abandoned.
ourselves, but none of us are capable.
Boulettes are whatever sex they want to be.
Oh,
Or need to be.
there.
Change their sex as they need to.
Hermaphroditic.
Yes?
That's good.
They so rarely see each other in nature that they have the ability to become the other sex.
That's
To
convenient.
allow for procreation.
Do you have any other magic items for
did it
sale?
like the carrot?
I don't know. It didn't.
Bullets don't much care for cats, by the way.
What do they eat mostly?
Well,
People.
as an adult, yes, they mostly eat like large living things. As babies, they mostly eat worms and whatever other living creatures they can find in the
I've been,
Worm.
Sure.
Your magic might make no worms.
I've been feeding it fish mostly.
An unusual diet, but I don't think it should bring any detriment.
Alright.
Bullet don't often find fish in the ground.
Here are some worms.
How long does it take it for the boulette to grow?
Can be as little as a few months. Can be as much as 50 years. It depends on the stimuli in their environment. Boulette growth is triggered by their surroundings, the need to grow. The longer that their environment is hospitable and kind and sweet, the longer it takes for them to grow.
We got an animal that levels up by milestone.
The more violent and hostile, the faster it grows and the more vicious they become.
So you're gonna be a baby for
So,
They don't just stop growing. It changes the rate of their development.
I know.
They're magical creatures. Some people call them monstrosities, but I prefer to think of them as monstrosities.
Do you have any other magic items for sale?
Yes, you have spelled that magic item that lets you talk to monstrosities.
No? Why would I have that?
You have lots of things.
I have a harmonica that does that. Why on earth would I have like a scroll or something that lets
Can we
you...
have the harmonica?
Sure, I don't need it. Here you go.
Sweet.
So
It only works once a day.
like everything else you have.
I pull out the harmonica. I play it at tens.
Okay.
Woo! That's the sound of Nines' harmonica.
I love it. 10 seems to kind of react. Why are you talking to the infant? It's still an infant.
I want to know what he has to say.
It's an infant.
He's been out for like 8 hours.
Smells more like 2 to me.
Well, you live in weird time dimension. Of course you don't know.
Oh, fair point.
While I'm talking to you, how does this thing work?
I'll give you one iron. I'll give you one iron coin to tell him how to operate it.
We have to pay it by pulling the chains and
The magic
The
part.
magic parts.
Oh, that I have no idea.
Well, then you don't.
I can
Then
tell.
why did you talk down to me about it? Like you knew what it did.
You told me you invented it.
I lied to you.
Well, you're not a very good liar then, are you?
You believe me?
Yes, but then I caught you later.
Is there a way to deactivate magic socks that create gum?
Nope, made them always active. You can't deactivate those.
You made those?
Of course I made them.
Why?
Who did you sell them to?
My brother?
Oh, they lived in that house.
Do you make shoes?
No.
Have you ever made shoes?
No, I'm not a cobbler.
So you are a fire line.
Do you know someone who's a cobbler?
I'm a knitter, which is why those socks are so comfortable.
Oh, they are very comfortable
Knitted
socks.
socks.
Yes. Do you have any potions?
No. I haven't had ingredients in an indeterminate amount of time. Possibly forever or maybe a few hours. I'm not sure.
No. Do you have any enchantments or enhancements to weapons or armor?
Not right on hand. You have to give me armor, then I can do that.
Can you do something with this blanket?
Wraps it on. Ooh, I was a bit chilly, thank you.
Could you enhance this plate mail?
Looks more like a furball mail. Never heard of a plate.
The plate mail the
That was the kind
furball
of
is
thing
wearing.
Did we just have a mind meld here?
Did I break Soria there for a second?
Oh, yeah.
What do you want me to do to the armor?
Make it stronger so that it is much harder to hurt me.
You wanted it to be harder to hurt you. I would recommend taking some dodging lessons.
What about some magic
Of
that?
course I can make it better. I can make you harder to hit. I live in a time bubble. I can do all sorts of nonsense, but I will need many resources. But you'll have to bring me. I can't go get them myself. If I leave my bubble, I'm pretty sure that it'll evaporate into nothing.
Oh. What do you need?
I've been breaking the laws of time for a while now.
Are there time police?
No, but there's
Oh.
natural forces of the universe that I'm breaking.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
What would you need?
Well, I would need pure elemental air.
Uh-huh.
I would also need some dragon scales, but none of the chromatic types. No, they're too unstable. The plating doesn't have the right chemistry to it. No, I need some gem dragons. They have a much more stable structure in their scales. I need a scale from one of them. Preferably in emerald. Yes, an emerald. Emerald should do that, yes. And a bit of...
Pretty good gum.
No, I have that.
Are you sure? I offer him I have an open pack and I give him a stick of pretty good gum.
Ooh, that's a new flavor.
It's pretty good.
Or an old flavor?
This is pretty good gum.
No, this is definitely new. This happened Yes, it's new.
Oh, anything else you need?
I'm pretty sure that this was made about 10 minutes before you arrived. Yeah, I have that right.
Anything else you need for the armor? Good swallow.
I'll need more gum. That's how you get the straps on.
What?
That's how you secure the straps to the armor so it's over.
Oh,
Gum.
really?
It's good gum.
So you need elemental air, emerald dragon scales, and gum.
Oh, I'll also need a pile of silver dust.
A pile.
Well, probably about a pound worth. About a pound of silver dust.
Mm-hmm.
And then the last thing that I need, well, I think you might have it. A bit of bullet shell.
Oh, shell. See, I told you weird wizards love stuff like that.
Hey!
What?
I'm not a wizard.
What are you?
I'm an enchantress.
Oh.
I don't like the term wizard.
Hey, doll? Doll?
What are you doing?
Oh, I'm asking a friend for something.
With what?
What? With my little communicating disc.
That won't work in here.
Why not?
But a temporal bubble.
Yes, reception is terrible.
Alright, I'm gonna just step out for a second.
Okay.
Will it still be here if I step out? Will you guys still be here?
Mm-mm.
Alright, I step out for a second.
Oh no, sorry, help, we're all gonna...
Hey, doll?
Yes.
Wow,
So-
fast pickup.
Were you waiting for me to call?
By my calculations, it was approximately time for you to make another contact.
Oh. So what are you up to?
What am I up to?
Yeah, what are you up to right now?
Why is she acting like we have all the time in the world?
Currently, I am visiting one of my friends within the Bandit Isles. I believe I'm allowed to say that. She is
Cool.
nodding yes. I'm having a manicure.
Oh, nice.
So much about Dole.
I have a question. Well, a couple questions.
You usually do. Proceed.
So we're talking to a weird changeling enchantress who is inside a time bubble. Is that dimensionally a problem?
Almost certainly, but it sounds incredibly interesting.
Do you have access to elemental air, emerald dragon scales, and a pound of silver dust?
No, I do not.
Oh, dang it. I was really counting on that. Do you want to check out this weird shop?
I'm
in the middle of a manicure, I know.
I would, however, that Alon is quite talented and hard to get an appointment with.
Are you allowed to say that name?
He's nodding yes.
Oh, okay, good. Alright, I just wanted to make sure this wasn't something where, I would die.
I don't believe that you are in any imminent danger.
Alright. They're still in there. Are they gonna be really weird and old when I get in?
Possibly. It depends on the purpose and origins of the magic.
Oh, okay. Alright, well, have a good manicure.
I will.
Alright.
Don't die.
I'll try not to.
I would be sad if you did.
Really? Oh, that's the sweetest thing anyone said to me.
I feel like that is an unfortunate event.
Alright, well, I'll talk to you later.
Bye.
Bye. I'll go back in. Ready to see what old Nines looks like.
Yeah, she does see old nines, by the way, when she comes in.
All of you have, in the meantime, had a beard put on you, like a big long beard.
I cast magic. I cast minor illusion, give myself a long beard. I don't care if someone handed me a fake beard.
Farlena ran around and thought that was a great idea and happened to have some, like, tie-on beards in the back, and then tied one on herself and tied one on Ulseth and...
it is time to tie one on.
I walk in.
Which reminds me, do you have your meat barrel?
I feel like we emptied it in the last 24 hours.
You actually did. You did empty your meat barrel.
I would like to, as I walk in, I'll look at all of them.
Okay.
Nice fake beards. I assume a 15. I assume a 15 perception is high enough to notice tie-on fake beards.
Yes.
Okay.
What about minor illusion beards?
Oh, we could be the Foggy Bottom Boys. Let us play.
Technically speaking, isn't your DC save 14 generally on your spells?
Yeah.
I am a cat. A cat
constant
lawyer.
So, nice tie-on beards. Are those new?
No, we have had them for
no one reacted to my cat lawyer joke from the throwback to 2020. I'm not a cat. I thought that was great, and I threw it out. I was like, "Oh man, this is gonna land. It'll be the biggest laugh of the night." And then the whole audience was like. Just watched it sail by and was like, that was a weird thing. I didn't know what the hell that was about. And I'm over here like...
I gotta be honest, the cat lawyer thing, like, spent like a week thinking about it and never thought about it since.
Well, there
Look, no one optioned it into a TV show, so I just lost interest.
You are Azoria.
Yeah?
I do not know how long we have had these beards. It may have been anywhere from now until 2,000 years ago.
While he's saying that, I put the pin back on, or the brooch.
See, I have no idea about how long we have had these beards.
I will.
They're fake beards.
I have to write the item up, but I will write it up and add it to your character's inventory. It is called a brooch of number numbing, and it's actually something for all of the D&D aficionados out there. It's something that I took from D&D Advanced, and I think specifically some trading cards from that era of game. They had like some weird card pack or something like that.
I couldn't get the reagents for your armor.
Well, perhaps as we wander about the city, we could find them.
Wouldn't that be convenient?
It would be wonderful if we
Well,
did. If we could find our way back here.
is there anything else that I can help you three with?
Do you have any more weird magic stuff?
Yes.
Can I
Can
have
I-
my blanket back?
Oh. Is this yours?
Yes, I wanted you to enchant it.
Oh. There you go.
What did you do to it?
Well, does it smell nice?
Well, it permanently smell nice.
Yes? I think, maybe. Not sure.
We'll see what's happening when it has wet tabaxi smell all over it.
Well,
Immediately.
well here. This spits on you and like rubs this. Yeah, I think the enchantment worked. There you go.
What other... I have a lot of coin to spend. What other magic items do you have?
Fresh out now.
What do you mean?
Do you have any cheese?
No, I don't get out much. Ever.
Do you have any magic ropes?
Magic ropes? No, just regular ropes.
No. Well,
Do you have any magic playing cards?
do we have to keep guessing?
No, I'm fresh out of magic items right now.
Oh, okay.
If you,
You just said you had many magic items.
Will you have some more soon?
oh, probably. Time is weird.
So if we step out and step back in again, you'll be restocked?
Or you'll disappear into the ether. I'm not sure.
Oh,
That's a good gamble. Let's try it.
yeah, let us try that. We step out and step back in.
Anything happen?
So we all step out and close the door, wait 2 seconds, and attempt to open the door again.
You go back in.
Hi.
But it's been like 2 seconds.
You said time was weird.
Time is weird.
Well, have you restocked?
No. I haven't had time. I've had like 2 seconds. You just went outside.
So,
Well, we'll try it again. Let's all step outside.
Let us wait 4 seconds.
Double our chances.
Yes.
4.
One.
Okay.
Okay.
Go back in.
I want all of you to make a wisdom saving throw at disadvantage.
Wisdom saving throw at disadvantage.
I had a nat 20, baby.
And
6.
6. And what did you have now?
13.
13?
18.
Okay. You all, when you open the door, you kind of blink for a second, and then you're on the other side of the door, and the door's closed.
Like, we're on the outside still.
You get the sensation that you're missing a few minutes of your life.
I check my inventory.
Okay, everything's
I
there.
check all my coins.
Everything seems to be there. Nothing is missing.
Maybe we shouldn't do that again.
I do it again immediately.
Just you?
Yeah, just me.
Okay.
Unless they want to follow me.
I'm gonna observe from the outside.
Okay. I need all of you to make a wisdom saving throw at disadvantage.
11.
I also got an 11.
23.
Okay.
At disadvantage.
Ulseth and Nines, you, again, open the door, and then some time passes, and you become aware of your surroundings again, and have the sensation that you've lost some time. Soria, on the other hand, manages to remember what she saw, which is the three of you opening the door on the other side, and now looking at each other, and all of you screaming as the entire reality of your universe comes crashing down for just a split second as you see yourselves, except you're like 90 years old.
Do I look pretty good?
Does she just believe that
Like-
we're pulling the beard prank again?
No, like, this is all of you way far in the future. Like, you're all quite old at this point.
Does Zarya
And,
tell
like-
us what she saw?
And like wrinkled, and you scream, and the other, like, the old versions of you, they're just like, and these two just like have like a short circuit. You scream for like 20 minutes, and then stop screaming and calm down enough to realize that that's what happened.
We'll try it again.
I wouldn't.
Why? What'd you see?
The dark end of the universe?
Oh, I've already seen that.
There you go.
Yeah, I did too.
Nothing new for you then.
I saw maybe 7 bajillion million numbers of ends of universes.
The door opens real quick, and a little cup of tea for each of you comes popping out,
Oh yeah.
and then the door closes, and the light goes out on the inside.
Hey, Zarya,
Yeah?
free teacup.
Nice.
Yeah.
Ting.
Is it good tea?
Yeah, it's this... It's like a really very pleasant blend of peppermint, and you think it might have maybe just like a little bit of like oil of some sort added in there, because it's a little thicker, and it sort of like coats your mouth and like gives you this really fresh, zesty sensation, and there might even be just a little hint of like anise in there.
This is pretty good tea.
It's really
That's
good tea.
pretty good. Well, I guess we're going to the library then.
And does the cup look magic or is it just a cup?
Just a cup.
Okay.
Does
I
it have
still-
a saucer or just a cup?
It's just a cup.
Oh, okay.
Can we keep that in your tent
Yeah, probably.
so we don't have to keep it in my inventory?
Next when I set it out.
Does it have a logo or anything on it, like a souvenir cup from a...
Welcome to
Magic
Changeling
No,
City.
they're just like painted in little flowery patterns. It's really nice.
I'll hold on to them for now.
Okay.
I keep my cup.
Okay.
I'm still sipping my tea.
And as you guys take a moment to sip your cups before planning your next stop, we're going to take a break. And
Maybe
we'll be
make
back.
some tea.
And this has got me thinking, tea does sound pretty nice.
Yes.
We will be back shortly. See you soon. Welcome back,
Yeah.
everyone. We've returned from break. When we left off, our party had just left the magic shop of Farlina, who had set up a time bubble around her store, and you guys stumbled into it.
No, we did not stumble.
We walked.
Just walked right in.
We did try breaking and entering, though.
We did.
That didn't work out. We had to get actually invited in.
And you now have left Farlina's. And where are you going to next? In your... Now that you're not under a time crunch and imminent danger and chasing a big bad evil guy down.
How long has it been since we went into the music shop?
Maybe a couple hours?
How are my shoulders holding up?
They're getting a little sore.
Zarya!
Yeah?
Put this thing in the bag!
How much does it weigh?
I mean, I'm carrying it.
Oh, fair point. Alright. We're gonna have to angle it in there. It's gonna be kind of weird.
I just jump in, take it off, and jump out.
There you go.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
She can jump in the bag.
It's not the you jumping into the bag. It's the it's gonna be really hard to fit this in on its own. I know. I'll jump in with it, and then I'll just take it off inside, and that'll solve.
There's a lot of room to work with.
Oh, logic check. Do a logic check.
Problem.
Is that Brute running?
We got a 15 on my acrobatics.
I don't really care that much about this. If you want to put it in the bag folding, you can. It's just it's going to be really hard to fit it in there. Don't worry about this. I got a solution. I will just jump into the bag with my whole self and the thing that's hard to get in.
So this is like Alsace Kiln. You have to keep track that it's in here because I'm not gonna write it down.
It's just going to take up a lot of space in your
Like the
empty
kiln.
void. Yeah, I put it right next to my coat rack.
Okay. You have a little house set up in here.
Like I just
I should note that I remember that I have.
Can I hang it
Yeah.
on the coat rack? Is the coat rack stable enough?
I mean,
Inside the bag.
everything in here is just sort of like a floating nebulous object, so...
Then yes, I can put it on.
Sure.
I put it on the coat rack, so I know where it is.
Yeah.
Hey, Nines,
Yes.
can I have that harmonica? I want to talk to my baby.
Just teach your baby words.
I want that harmonica.
5 copper.
I'll give you this glowing ball of intimidation.
Glowing orb and 5 copper.
No. Glowing orb and 2 copper.
Glowing orb and 3 copper.
Glowing orb and 3 copper.
I stick my hand out of the bag.
And do the glowing
Out
orb.
of the bag.
Can you break a silver?
Yes.
Okay.
No. Also, if not like that.
Oh. I will break it for you.
All right, I give you 3 I give you a silver. Get my copper back.
I give you your 7 copper.
Marvelous.
You should put.
Damn,
while
I
you're
should have
doing
put-
this, you should have put your.
Should have done that.
Yeah.
Well,
put
it
up.
affects me too.
Yeah, well, it would have been fun to watch.
All right, here's your glowing orb.
Wait, do we like really get the specifics of that item? Like, does it affect everyone in the general area, or does it like make a bubble of effect?
Which item are you talking about right now?
The brooch.
Number numbing.
Okay. I'm still converting everything. I hadn't had time to like finalize the item, because I knew in planning this, other than like, joking around using it on each other, I didn't finalize everything. But the basic premise is that if you show this brooch to someone, they will have to make a wisdom save. If they fail their wisdom save, they're going to lose basic understanding of the concept of like numbers and math and currency and all that stuff. And they just it gets really fuzzy for them. It works in like basically a 10-foot range of anyone who can see it while you are choosing to activate this item. And that's kind of the loose construct of it. I'm still working on some of the finer points, and it's going to be a once per day item.
Now, are they aware that they were enchanted after it wears off?
I'm still debating on whether I want them to be or not.
Or it could depend on the person?
It probably won't depend on the person.
Yeah.
And they probably will be aware of it. This is sort of similar to the charm person spell, is how I'm constructing it around it, but it's more narrow in its ability, but also more potent in that one specific area. So
I'm just getting a drink.
I know.
It's refreshing.
So that
Hey, Soria, what are you doing over there?
I'm working.
Just getting the drink.
We just had tea.
I haven't polished off the item yet.
All right.
But it only can be used.
I want to look at this wand that I got.
Okay.
Does it look like it's a charge? Is based like it has a number of charges to it?
And I just used one of them?
No. the wand.
Oh, okay. I grabbed the wand and
It. The wand seems to have. I mean, it definitely has some sort of ice or frost or cold magic associated with it.
I'll have to take a look at it later,
But
basically.
she didn't tell you the spell,
No.
and you're unsure of what the spell is.
Mm-hmm.
You're like, this is different.
All right.
You do know that it's not any sort of druidic based magic. This is an arcane based magic
All right.
that's coming from this thing.
All right. Sounds good. Do you want to head to the library?
Let us go to the library.
I don't want to check that out.
But the boats are just below it.
Fine, we'll go to the library.
All right.
Okay.
We're going to head over towards that arcane locked library.
Is it open?
When you approach, the door now seems to be open. As it opens as you get near it.
Oh, it's automatic.
Oh,
Does it feel or look like there's still that magic in place preserving it? Or is it...
Yeah, it still seems to have magical effects over it, but now there's the room's opened up, so you have the ability to go in and out of it. You're able to sort of piece together that it was in maybe a fail-safe mode and locked itself up.
Gotcha.
Step definitely figured that out.
definitely figured that out.
You really pieced that
Absolutely.
together.
Can we
Alright.
read anything in here? No.
Well, we'll look around.
Yeah.
It's,
Then find the Changeling Rosetta Stone.
yeah, we'll look for the Changeling Rosetta Stone. Or just whatever's interesting.
Well, there's a lot of obviously books in here. None of these books seem to have any sort of fancy, flaking on the pages, any sort of special bindings, the tassels or embellishments with them. They all look fairly plain. But they are in here, preserved, magically, protected. And that gives you the idea that there's probably something important.
Records.
The books all look not identical in their design and construction, but similar. Sort of like, you know, if you've ever seen an encyclopedia set, and it's like,
Are you trying to date us right now?
So, kids, there used to be these things called encyclopedias, which were a large volume of books that contained a whole bunch of stuff that people kind of generally thought you might need to know one day
And then
for
they
a book
never-
report. And you never opened them otherwise, but they cost a lot of money, and parents used to buy them for their kids. I think I summed up what an encyclopedia is.
Yeah.
And then they were replaced by Wikipedia, which is only slightly less accurate.
I'll pick one. I'll just take one at random and open it up.
Just take a whole Wikipedia with you.
I'll pick up one Wikipedia. And
Okay.
Like, is it formatted a certain way? Like, you can sort of sometimes tell, like, if it's like a logbook or like a census, or is it all like writing like a...
No, these definitely appear to be records of some sort. There's... It looks like a log sheet in many ways. You're not sure for what, but you get the sense that this might be like census records, possibly, this one you're looking at. There seem to be years in here. You recognize numbering systems. You even recognize from the times that you have used comprehend language scrolls to read some of the material, you actually recognize a few names. Not like they're the same name, but it's like reading the name Robert. If you'd never seen Robert written in English, you had no idea what English was, you might not know that that's a name. It's a word, and it has some attribution with it. But because you used your comprehend languages scrolls, you understood that this was a name. And you're seeing some of those names through here again. You're seeing, and what you're coming to understand are like maybe common changeling names. And you're sort of piecing together this might be maybe population records, or addresses, or maybe employees that used to work here. You're not certain, but this is definitely some sort of record keeping system here.
They're records.
How do I play them?
What?
What?
No, these are keeping track of everything Knights has done. That's weird.
Well, it seems like a small library then.
So are there any of these books in a format that I could read?
No, they're all written in the ancient changeling language.
I would like to look, though, for books that are different than the majority. There might be like a separate cabinet with like different shaped books or different color books, anything like that.
It doesn't take you too very long, and you find a collection of books that seem to be older than the rest of these. They have more magical protections around them to, you're guessing, prevent aging of this material, to prevent degradation. The books themselves are even physically bound to the shelf. You can remove them and open them, but they are chained to the shelf and can't be removed without either damaging the book or damaging the chain. So it seems these weren't meant to leave this place. these ones, unlike the others, do have more embellishments. They have symbols that you recognize as religious symbols from your own culture. You hadn't actually seen anything like this here. So you know these must be old. Must date from the time of Jarella, when he was still, because he lived in Onrissa. He would have known these. So, whatever these are, they're quite old. And there are some illuminations in there, speaking artistically. For people who don't know what I'm trying to describe, but if you Google illuminated manuscript, you will find lots of images.
It's like old medieval books.
It's like old medieval books. And the illumination is what we would call an illustration these days.
Mm-hmm.
But it's a very specific style using like specific materials. So there's a similar style to that in these books. And they're depicting what you think might be the changeling's homeworld, where they came from, that your original plane. And it looks like it might be talking about the great cataclysm from so long ago, but you're not just certain. And since you can't read it, you don't know for sure.
If only we had that device that could just read any written language.
Yeah. Also.
Yeah, also.
Yeah, if we only had a bag of holding at the time we were able to purchase one.
Is the protective magic that's keeping them from aging, the abjuration magic, is that tied to the books or the shelf that they're on? If I look.
It looks like it's tied to the shelf.
So if I were to remove these, they'd start to degrade.
Probably so. Although they probably wouldn't be, they wouldn't degrade faster than just like normal degradation.
Right. And the chain, does it just look like something you could like cut through, or is it look like that's also warded?
No, it looks like it's just a chain. As more. We have our puppy down here with us, and she's like licking the door.
Yeah,
right
she's
now.
right there in the corner. Yeah. Having a puppy moment.
She was very lonely upstairs, so we brought her down.
I am disappointed that I never see the Tabaxi god since I started coming in here.
Yeah, they don't really visit.
So I do not have favor of the Tabaxi god, is what you're saying.
No, apparently not. But we did take away their little bed they had on the table.
So.
Well, while she's doing that, is there a desk that Nice can fiddle around with?
Sure, there's a desk in here.
Okay, first thing I sit at the desk.
Okay.
I grab a piece of gum.
Okay.
And then I start rummaging through the drawers.
Sit down on the desk. Grab some gum. Rummage. There's not much in the drawers. There's some spare paper.
Is it nice paper?
I mean, not particularly.
That's disappointing.
It is. I'll still look for a secret switch, though. Spend the rest of the time in the library looking for a secret switch.
There's not a secret switch.
How many of these old books are there?
You take a quick count, it looks like a little more than 24 that are all sort of related in this subject.
Okay. All Seth?
Yes, Uhura Zoria, what is it you would like?
How do you feel about breaking chains on books?
You have chained books?
Yeah.
Oh, I see.
Are they going to get away if they break the chains?
No.
So, you want me to detach these books from the shelves so that you may carry them?
Yeah, I have an idea.
You need a crowbar, Elsef.
Well, I have a crowbar made out of that material, the white marbly material. My other one is broken.
Yes, I watched you break it.
Yes, it is very sad. Someday I might have it repaired.
Paddle-worn crowbar.
May I borrow your not broken crowbar?
You just said you have crowbar. Well, I mean, you can use crowbashalar, but you just said you had one.
Okay, I will use the one I have. I do not wish
Why
to
not
argue about
crowbashalar
it.
with me?
Ironwood dust, don't break your crowbar.
All
I
right.
gently hit the desk with my crowbar. Because
Okay.
Nines definitely has the strength to break a crowbar. Give me that,
I attempt to detach the chains holding
Yeah,
the books.
it's not very hard.
Give me
They're
that
normal
iron.
chains.
That was
Giant
not very
strength
hard.
potion.
It's on, I think also has the armature.
I am still carrying the armature.
Okay, I won't use that to break my crowbar.
Okay.
Wait, so are you breaking the chains off?
Yeah.
I did.
Okay.
You broke the chains off.
I'm going to very carefully, one at a time, set these books into my magic obscuring boxes that are opened
Okay. Sure.
to store them.
All right. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah? I have
I think
like,
that'll work. Yeah.
I think I have like, there's like 3 or 5 open that Dole opened for me. Right?
Yes.
So I'm gonna set them in there. Can I get all of them into my boxes that I have? I forget the exact space you said that they had in them.
Yeah, you should be able to fit enough of them in there.
And they like protect the stuff that's inside.
They do.
So I want to store all of these books inside my magic obscuring boxes.
You can just barely manage to fit them in.
Great. And then I'll carefully close them and put them in my bag of holding.
Perfect.
Sorry, are you done grave robbing yet?
They left. They didn't die.
Well, I'm pretty sure we killed some people here. It's basically grave robbing then.
They were the ones grave robbing.
So you can grave rob this place.
Yep.
Well, are you done doing that?
I think so.
Well, would you like to go visit the boat we could not get down into?
Yeah, if there's nothing else of like stand out here.
There's not a whole lot of super interesting things here. You get the sense that there's probably a lot of really important things from a historic context research perspective and like piecing together changeling history basically.
Especially on Risto's history.
Yeah, but for a band of adventurers, like looking through something trying to find out what they missed, not the most.
Well, if a band of adventurers ever came along here, they would probably not find this very interesting.
We should put the sign that says not interesting up here.
We should.
I write a sign. Oh, also, you have good handwriting.
Yes, I will write a sign on the wall with my chalk as we leave saying, if you are a band of adventurers, you will not find this interesting.
The whole thing. I just put don't open dead inside.
On the door.
Yeah, that's what I write. Not that, what I said.
All right.
Okay.
Well, let's head down to
I
the.
close the door behind us.
Okay. Sure.
Shall we head down to the docks then?
Yes, I would like to be on a boat.
We have not been on a boat in quite a while.
We were on a boat earlier today. These boats that we're going to.
Yeah, but we couldn't do anything interesting on them.
That's true. Well, let's head down.
We have not been on an interesting boat in quite a while.
These boats are ships.
You head back down to the docks.
Ask the captain.
Captain, is a boat or a ship?
It's both.
It's a boat ship?
That's confusing.
Well, things that sail on the water are generically called boats. A ship is usually reserved for describing larger boats. So it is both a boat and a ship.
So are these large enough to be ships?
Yes, they are. That's why I said they're both.
Insight check.
I'm not sure what you're inciting here, but
Did you say insight check out loud?
Every time,
insight check roll.
every time Nine says I say insight check, Nine's is saying insight check.
That's canon now.
All right.
Well, let us go to the boat ship we could not enter before.
Okay.
We're good. Yeah, the bigger one we knew we could get down into and check.
And you explored fairly thoroughly.
The fancy looking one.
So I'd like to do an in-ship check.
Okay. You go to the ship.
Am I in
Is-
it?
Still sealed up like you.
It's still sealed up.
Yes.
I think about an opening.
Okay. Go ahead and make a wisdom check.
Guidance.
Oh wow, I haven't gotten guidance in a while.
Haven't done-
Ah!
Well,
My guidance
That's one
was
of my
the same
rolls.
as your
Guidance,
roll.
yeah, that's not great. You said wisdom check. 9.
oh, the best number.
Best number, all threes.
You don't see any change.
Is there any slot? Key slot?
There's no slot. You asked that previously, too.
Well, is the answer the same?
The answer's still the same. There's no.
I'm going
there's no
to pull out my aura mall
They're the cheat code.
and set it on the deck and hold it on the deck. And do you want to help me?
Sure.
All right,
We all help.
Captain.
Oh, yes, of course.
Will there to be a stair?
Okay. The ship begins to reshape itself and a stairway forms down.
Ah, well done, Zoria.
Yeah.
Can we go down the stairs?
I'm already going down.
Yeah.
Of course you are.
I'll follow.
What you find below deck is a very densely packed cargo hold.
Does it smell like gum?
No. It actually smells mostly like timber. There are a lot of pieces of wood, very precisely cut or perhaps shaped pieces of wood. That is what takes up the majority of the hold. Another large section has tools, armor, some weapons. Nothing particularly extraordinary. It looks like maybe some like studded leather armor, a couple of swords, plenty of axes, both to perhaps to defend yourself with, but mostly work with. There's pickaxes. There's even some plows.
Crowbars.
A couple crowbars, yeah.
Are they nice
Yeah, they're
crowbars?
good crowbars.
And they're not particularly amazing.
Are they as good as the one that I broke?
They're probably about as good as the one you broke, yeah.
Any
Okay.
raven bars?
Not really, no. Is that like huge ones?
So if I traded my broken crowbar for one of these crowbars, would I have a crowbar that was as good as the one I had before it was broken?
Probably.
I find the best crowbar
You find the best crowbar.
and leave my broken one there and take the not broken one.
I like the level of negotiating. Are these as good as the broken crowbar that I have before it was broken? Yeah, sure.
It's a crowbar.
It's a
I like that you
crowbar.
also left. You're like, this has to be an even exchange.
I don't want to make the boat angry.
I'm looking.
Dear boat gods, please accept the exchange.
You who are
Equal
boat
material.
gods.
I look at the axes.
Okay.
I would like a little bit bigger than a hatchet axe, but not as large as like a double-headed.
So you want a hand axe?
Yeah, a good.
Just
Well,
ask
for
Soria
me-
to toss you one.
I have a hand
Are you
axe.
looking for like
Did you
a
want those?
combat axe or like a working axe?
A working axe. I would
Okay.
like a working axe.
Sure. You're looking at it.
I find the best one.
What are you exchanging for?
You look around for a minute and you like this. This one's the best. I found it, and that's the best one.
No, I
what are
was
you gonna
sure-
leave behind?
Am I sure that, or do I need to look at more?
That's up to you. I mean, you can look as many as you want.
How many axes do I have to look at before I find the best one?
I start eating a biscuit.
You can.
Soria, can you cast
There's a
detect
lot of
magic?
axes.
Magic,
And you can you can take your time studying them and
You got
discerning
10
which
minutes.
one is the best.
I'm aware. Magic.
While Zoria,
can hold
Zoria is casting detect magic,
Yes.
I'm going to take that 10 minutes to examine the axes
Okay.
to
Well,
find
that
one
slows things down.
that is the best axe, but it's sized for me, so it could be, a larger than a regular
All
hand
right.
axe and still
You-
serve the purpose.
You sit down and you create over 10 minutes a brief scoring sheet, and then
Criteria, I establish criteria.
yes, and then you also quickly craft a small ribbon that you pester Soria for a little help from the Orad Mall because you realized that you didn't know how to make a ribbon, but you felt like it was important, and you create a small ribbon.
It's like a
And-
blue ribbon I give to
yes.
the best axe.
Exactly.
You're using my aura malt to make a ribbon?
And
For axes?
I didn't do that.
You did that.
I didn't do that.
this,
I'm also in the middle of casting a spell.
You,
I have
if
to fill the
you,
time while you're casting a
if you
spell.
want to push things to this level, I'm happy to join in.
Okay, I got the best axe.
With a ribbon.
While she's casting a spell and someone's going axe hunting,
Yeah.
I don't know, I just pry open a crate with Crobashalar.
Inside you find seeds.
Ooh.
Hey, Zoria!
Magic.
Free seeds!
Nice.
Give me a bottle!
I'm casting a spell.
Okay.
I throw a bottle at you really hard.
I use Mage Hand to catch.
You can do that. You have a thumb.
Yes. The thumb catches it.
Okay.
And I just fill it with some seeds.
Sure. They're all sort of neatly packed in little pouches.
So I didn't need that.
Need the
So I got a free bottle.
Yeah.
Am I done casting a spell?
I mean, this is a very organized. Yes, you're done casting. It's a very organized effort. Everything in here is really perfectly stacked, packed, and set in place. The seeds are in these canvas bags. They're inside of a sealed crate, inside of a sealed ship.
I would like to look at the seeds. Can I identify them?
Yeah, they're things that you recognize really quickly. It's things like wheat and soy and rice, barley, sunflower, just a lot of different crops.
These are all catnip. Seeds.
Why would I care about that? I want Tabaxi nap.
Tabaxi nip?
No, he wants Tabaxi nap.
That's our drug of choice. Tabaxi nap.
Tabaxi nap definitely sounds like a prescription.
It sounds, it sounds like a brand name.
It sounds like something that has
Tabaxi
way
nap.
more side effects than benefits.
Consult with your doctor today about Tabaxinab and see if it's right for you.
Side effects include pushing things off of tables,
Taking a nap.
waking up suddenly and running off really fast.
Then taking a nap.
Constant paranoia that someone's lying to you.
Then taking a nap.
Side effects include asshole cat syndrome.
And napping.
It's just called cat syndrome.
So, what you seem to have found in the
Hold.
hold of this ship is enough supplies to go out and start a life somewhere.
Yeah, this is like a go bag but a ship. Do I detect any magic?
This is a bug out ship.
The ship
Bug out
is
boat?
slightly magical, like the whole structure.
What kind?
It's the same sort of magic that the rest of the city emanates. You sense that it's concentrated here as well. That the ship itself might have some shape-shifting properties.
So is this a sailing ship? It doesn't have any. Does it have masts and sails?
Yep.
Yeah.
Was there anything else interesting down in the hold?
You look through for a while longer, and there's a small stash of the coins, the currency that you've been finding around the city. Not a huge amount of it, more than you've been carrying around, but it's... You can tell that this is not meant to be a massive supply of money.
No, I do not know that we need to take it since we cannot buy anything with it.
Not unless we go back to that time chamber of horrors.
It was horrible.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yes, let's go back to time chamber.
No. Wait. No, not that time. The potato chamber? Are you talking
Potato
about
chamber?
the one where you threw the potato in?
oh, do you have a potato?
No,
Can you grow
You have
one?
no more potatoes?
I don't think so.
Can you make a potato?
Can you use the auric malt to change the seed into a potato?
Yes.
Can I see it?
No.
I throw seeds at you. Do it! Potato me!
I like that you have a knife that can quite literally conjure
I
a
don't
potato.
want magic potatoes. I want magically transformed potatoes. There's a big difference.
I'll take a potato seed and use Druidcraft to make it sprout.
That wasn't your magic stone thingy.
It's a potato plant.
I take the potato plant and I put it in my pocket.
It's just like a single little leaf coming out of it.
Well, it's in my pocket now.
And there's plenty of fertilizer in there.
Latches on to a fritter that's been in there for too long.
Well, Captain,
Yes.
do you think these ships are seaworthy?
Well, without making a thorough inspection of the exterior hull, everything looks to be in order.
Do you think the way out is a way out?
Possibly. I'm assuming what you're attempting to ask is if the cavern has at its other end an opening out to the sea.
Rather than having collapsed, yes.
Yes.
We are just simply asking if we can get out of here on a ship.
Well, the answer to that is yes. My ship. It's just offshore. You might remember that we came here on it just mere 24-ish hours ago.
It feels a lot longer than that.
It does.
Yeah.
You know, I've noticed that the time is sort of a funny thing, and in life, every once in a while, it feels like a single day lasts several months, and then sometimes a week lasts only a few hours.
Yes,
It's very
a
odd.
minute can seem like hours, an hour can.
All right, we're not going to that time chamber again.
Why? I want to experience all my lifetimes again. In a
That time
row.
chamber. We should go to that time chamber.
Do you really want to go back to that chamber?
Can I have a biscuit, please?
Why? Are you hungry?
No.
But we barely. Nine's ate that one.
Yep.
You shouldn't give me free biscuits. Actually, you should give me free biscuits.
So, we should think about whether we would like to take the ship. Is that what you are suggesting?
I mean, later
Yes, let's
on.
steal it.
Do you want to see if we can? Well, we should finish with the city because we can check out the island later, but we should, when we're done with the city, we can see if, actually, wait, I can turn into something with swim speed now. I could go ahead and check it out quick if we wait an hour to
If
rest.
you knew what you were looking for.
If we're okay taking a quick short rest now that we're not on a time crunch.
A short rest.
Yeah? Is everyone good with that? Mm-hmm. All right, we take a quick short rest.
Okay.
As opposed to a not
Long, quick rest.
Oh,
And then I am going to go over to the edge of the boat.
And we're going to watch.
I'm going to stare at Nines and turn into a shark. And then realize I'm still on the boat and go,
Just, are you just like flopping?
I go over to the shark and throw it in the water.
thank you, I say in shark.
I don't think I can do speak with animal anymore to understand that.
All right. You are. Hi. Yeah, you are now in the water.
I'm going to. She's not visible. I'm going to.
Staring at me.
Yeah, I'm going to swim as a shark quickly down this what I perceive to be the cave exit, cavern exit. And I want to just go out and see if I can get out to the ocean through here. Sort of
You
assess
swim out
it.
towards the cavern exit, and you see that, unfortunately, there's some rubble blocking the way, but with enough time and effort, it could be movable.
Well, that is an option.
I will swim back and then try and get out of the water as a shark and realize I don't have arms and turn into again and climb out.
Okay, sure.
Still getting used to the water shape. It's new.
You did very good swimming.
Turn into a crab!
That's my other wild shape.
Turn into a crab!
I turn into a crab.
I crawl on top of the crab.
Wait, how big of a crab?
I don't do this.
Like, I'm a crab. I'm like this big.
It is time for crabs.
You guys are like Nines is basically just like I want to see a bunch of stuff. I've been starved
For stupid.
I've been starved for stupid. I need stupidlation. It's like stimulation but stupid.
I pinched Nines' ankle.
I kick the crab.
I assume I have 1 hit point, so I get knocked out of crab form.
All right.
I kick the crab out of you.
Why'd you kick me?
You stepped into my ankle. What do you mean that?
That was the crab.
You are the crab. I need ankle to play new instrument.
Oh yeah, you kind of do, don't you? So you wanted to go to the time chamber?
Yeah, sure, why not?
All right. Yeah, let's make Dole angry. Let's do that.
We go there.
It's the only way we can talk to him.
No?
In person.
No?
So, while we are here at the time chamber, what we have learned from Dole is that if a potato is thrown into the void 68 times, that it becomes a potentially dangerous rift in the space-time continuum. So, I will throw this biscuit into the void 67 times.
Okay. Sure. Let's.
I do not want it to become a dangerous rift in the space-time continuum.
What is the goal then?
See what happens.
To see what happens.
Okay.
Then I will have a biscuit that has ventured 67
Okay.
times into an infinite future.
Sure. Let's see here.
Shall we count them down?
I need you to get out percentile dice. Okay. And roll. And then tell me the result.
I will tell you that it is terrible. It is 15.
Okay.
good. I don't know.
Okay.
Probably.
Go ahead. Roll again. You throw the biscuit in, comes back out. Hits you.
68.
It'd be funnier if it hit nines.
Same thing. Go ahead. Roll again.
That just happened to be the number of times it shouldn't be thrown in.
Funny that.
73.
Same thing. Come.
Do I do this 67 times?
Go ahead.
74.
Same thing. Go ahead.
52.
Throw it. It comes back. Go ahead.
Are you all having fun watching this?
No. We're not supposed to mess with this.
78.
Throw it. Come back. Go ahead.
Would you like me to stop throwing the biscuit in the void?
It's
Oh,
your.
keep doing it. See what happens.
On one hand, this is one of those things where I've got, no, do not throw it into the thing anymore. Oh, please throw it some more.
I didn't
Oh,
say,
do not throw it.
I didn't
please
say
throw it.
don't throw it. I said
Back and forth.
I like that rule set.
like that.
In a world that doesn't have angels or demons or any of those things, like they're not even a concept in this world, has for some reason created the persona of an angel.
I especially like that I
Yeah,
said
show
do
me
what
the-
you want, and you interpreted that as don't throw it in.
77.
No change. You can keep throwing.
Well, Seth, is he gonna do something cool yet?
No, nothing is happening. 14.
No change.
You're gonna keep throwing it in. If you're gonna do it, wait till you get
throw
100.
I will throw it 2 more times. I'm getting bored. 52.
No change.
59.
No change.
I make a single egg with my knife
Okay.
and throw that into the void.
A single what?
Single egg.
Oh, egg.
Okay.
Does it hit all Seth at the back of the head?
Roll percentile dice.
$34.
No change.
But did it hit all Seth in the back of the head?
No, it comes back to your hand. Okay.
I throw it
Roll.
back in. 6.
What comes back out?
Why are we here doing this? I don't want to know. I don't want to know. I walk out of the room.
It threw it back to me. It'd be rude to just stop.
What comes back out is
There's a boulette.
is a fully cooked egg with a bite out of it and a note scrawled in what is clearly blood that says, "Thanks for the snack."
Also, give me something to write with. You're welcome. I tie to the egg and throw it back. $36.
No change. Comes back out.
I grab that egg from you. Though.
I had a feeling that you would be contacting me again.
How's your manicure?
I have moved on to a pedicure.
Oh, cool. I don't know what those are actually.
They are wonderful things that happen to your hands and feet, where someone gently massages and cleans them, and then puts a coating of nail polish.
I don't know what nail polish is either.
I think you can figure it out.
It's a wonderful product that keeps your nails looking pretty.
You have a brand.
I do not have a brand.
My ears are really good. That's why I can hear this.
Oh, okay. So they went back to that time chamber, and they've been throwing things in it.
That was ill-advised.
Yeah. One of them just threw a biscuit in for like I don't know, 15, 20 times. Mm-hmm. Is that bad?
It is probably fine.
And
There's only a 20% chance that you'll slowly be driven insane by it and lose your grip on reality. Yeah, and slowly become a sociopathic murderer.
so Nines threw an egg in. Mm-hmm. It came back cooked, and it had a bite out of it. And there was a note on it in blood in Glendragon.
I would leave the egg there.
Was it written in Glendragon?
Yes.
And it said, thanks for the snack.
I would not return that egg into that void.
Okay, what should I do with it?
Preferably burn it into nothing but ashes.
Nines, you destroyed the universe.
I
Again.
always knew that's what happened.
You are Zoya.
Yeah.
Could you ask Dole if it is okay to eat the biscuit?
Also wants to know if he can eat the biscuit.
That should only raise the chances of him becoming a sociopathic murderer by 10%. It's probably fine.
It'll only raise the chances of making you a murderer by 10%.
What about the
10%
egg? Can I
from
eat
what?
the egg?
20%. No.
Why not?
The egg has to be destroyed
It's
to save
cooked.
the timeline. Someone
It's not
already
cooked.
took a bite out of it.
He'll just eat from the other end.
I won't eat the part that's bitten.
That's cooked. It's fine.
I throw the egg on the ground, throw a piece of wood on it from somewhere,
It's like,
and I use Druidcraft to light the wood on fire.
sure. Yep.
The egg's destroyed.
Did Dole say it
I
was
make
okay
another
to play
egg.
with? Did Dole say it was okay to play with the void?
No.
Well, originally he said we shouldn't be playing with it.
Yeah, that hasn't changed. That guidance hasn't changed.
Well, we have guidance for throwing it in.
No.
Fine. I start leaving the room and just toss the egg behind my back.
Okay.
The new egg.
Yeah, the new egg.
Now that you have a mess on the ground. Now
Well.
this egg.
Have I burnt the egg?
Yeah, you burnt the egg.
Okay.
Yeah, good job. You followed the instructions and you're not dying.
Thanks, doll.
You're welcome.
Have fun at your pedicure. I got a baby bullet now, just so you're aware.
That is unnerving.
I named it Tens.
That is even more unnerving.
It's because she really likes me.
I should have named him Sevens.
Before you go, I have a number question.
You can name the child again. It won't remember what you just called it.
I changed the bullet's name to Sevens.
You changed it goddamn back. It's gonna have two names now. I'm
So
not gonna change
I
it.
must ask Dole a number question.
Sure.
Also, there's a question
I
for
put
you.
the brooch on.
Okay.
I think you already used it.
Damn it.
So, Dole,
Yes.
you are Dole?
Yes, you who are Ulseth.
Can I hear you? Ah,
Yes.
there we are. Thank you. So, you say that if I eat this biscuit, there is a 20%.
Hold on. Are you bad at? Is old people bad at technology in in a fantasy setting too?
Also, that's not
No.
particularly
10%
old.
more, 10% more than the 20% chance that by eating this biscuit I will turn into a raving sociopathic murderer. So I must know, do you mean 10% above the 20%, which would make it a total of 22%? Or do you mean 10 percentage points, which would make it 30%?
It should only increase your risk by 10%
So it
of
would-
the original risk.
22% then.
Yes.
What's the original risk based off of? Is it like there's a 20% chance of consuming this biscuit will make him that? Or is it like a 20% increase of the chance just like of his natural murderiness?
There's a complex equation to determine that based off of the individual's personality, time of day, and whether they've ever eaten cherry pie. Have you ever eaten cherry pie?
I do not think so.
I'm pretty sure I stole one, Olsef.
Did you partake of Nines' stolen cherry pie?
That was a cherry pie that you had stolen?
You know, I'm just putting it on speaker.
I have to double check.
If you have ever consumed cherry pie, it would be extremely ill-advised for you to consume that biscuit.
Well, I will just keep it as a souvenir. Oh, no, I will ask you this instead. What if someone else were to consume it?
That would also be extremely bad, especially if they have ever eaten cherry pie.
So, if I ever wanted to make somebody a sociopathic murderer, I could feed them this, give them this biscuit, and there was a chance that they would become that.
I grab the biscuit and throw it in the fire.
What if the cherry pie is a metaphor for something else?
It is not.
I destroyed the biscuit.
Cherry pie.
Did it matter what kind of cherry? Whether it was like Bing cherry,
Oh my gosh.
sour cherry,
Dole, I destroyed the biscuit. Sorry for bothering you with this.
I appreciate that. You are never a bother.
sometimes precision is
Thank you.
important.
You are welcome.
Maybe you can show me where to get a pedicure sometime.
Perhaps I shall.
All right, bye.
Bye. The awkward hang up.
Well,
Stop messing with the timeline.
Is there anything else you would like to do here in the time chamber?
Well, sorry, it's gonna get mad if I start throwing steaks down there.
Yeah.
or melons.
That'd be really cool. You want to throw some watermelons down there?
I start pushing them out of the room.
All right.
I swing my sword, my knife, and try to aim a watermelon into the void.
You miss.
I miss the void.
You miss the void.
That is not surprising. I have been known to miss the broadside.
I really look forward to some other adventuring group coming in here, and they're like, "Why is there a watermelon here?"
And a pile of ashes.
Because I like to imagine this room is also frozen in time, so.
Well, it was fun throwing things into the void.
No, it wasn't. It was very stressful.
I imagine we should go on now. Perhaps we can do more window shopping.
All I know is some guy who had an egg owes me one. And I plan on collecting.
Wait, but you gave them the egg.
No, they stole the egg from me.
You threw it to them.
I didn't throw it to them, I threw it at them. Not knowing that there was a them there.
That is an interesting question. If you do not know that someone is there and you throw it at them, you do not know that you're throwing it at them. So have you thrown it at them?
Say, oh, says the philosopher. Just answer the question. That person owes me money for the egg.
Sevens, this is your enemy.
Tens, don't listen to her.
Seven. I have a harmonica so that they will listen to me.
I have human thumb. I cast Mage Hand and just guide it towards tens.
Let us go window shopping.
Okay.
Since we cannot throw things into the void. It was very interesting having that egg come back different.
Yeah, I hope nothing bad happens because of that.
Yeah. Me too.
Oh, why would anything bad happen? The note that you got, Beth, said thank you.
No, so it's a very positive note.
It was very nice.
Yes, we left on a good note.
Uh-huh.
And
I
you're going to
burned the
find
note.
out if anything bad happens next time.
So we really
That's
ended on a good note.
Yep, that's how we're going to end. You're going to find out if anything horrible happens from throwing an egg and a biscuit into the void.
We should have thrown it together. That would have been a great meal.
Egg McMuffin.
You can't call it. We can't throw that.
That's copyright.
Oh.
All right,
Not
everyone.
in Russia, though.
That's the end of this week's episode.
Egg McBiscuit.
Slightly shorter episode as we're wrapping up, and they're getting to explore the island and do their usual shenanigans.
I have a lot of animals I want to see out in that jungle.
They've had about 3 months of non-stop being serious and solving puzzles, and they're blowing off a little steam. So we're going to have a couple of fun sessions like this see what they can uncover, and we'll be back next week to see if, I don't know, some horrible interdimensional monster comes chasing them down. Who knows?
What are the odds of that happening twice in one campaign?
More than 20%, apparently.
I like those odds.
Only if you eat the biscuit. The biscuit was never eaten.
Well, let's see. I have a set of percentile dice here, and... Ooh. That is not good. Sorry, folks. We'll see what happens next week. Love y'all. See you then. Bye-bye.
Bye.